Vets are useless. I really... let's go. Are we started? We're already started. Akaash's dog is dying.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, it's not even dying. It has diarrhea. Okay?
Yeah.
And...
Diarrhea could kill a dog, though.
It's a parasite, probably.
Yeah.
It's a what?
Parasite.
Your dog is.
No.
What? I'm trying to understand.
The dog... So animals get sick.
You think that they can understand English?
Dogs? No.
Yeah.
No.
It'd be really funny if they could, because like you'd be calling him happy and he's just dying right now. It's like, this motherfucker. You could have named me anything else. You could name me Cloudy. You could have named me Sunshine.
I can't be named I.
That's a lot of pressure for a dog.
Decent? You couldn't call me decent.
That's a lot of pressure for a dog, man.
But okay, so let's start out flagrant thought of the week. My flagrant thought of the week is I think veterinarian. What are they called? Veterinarians.
Yeah.
Are useless.
Yeah.
I don't even like that they're short for that. Vets is short because then like veteran and
Vietnam
veteran
vet is
exactly
offended.
Like, a Vietnam vet that's meaningful. Right. That flagrant thought of the week over here.
Sometimes I'll follow up on flagrant thought.
Okay, good. Vets. I can't wait to hear your take on this one. Because when China invades, you can be like, well, we're all the vets.
No.
We're all the vets.
They're not as honorable as gang members, but they try. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, there's levels to being a veteran, bro.
Yo, Kaz's inconsistencies. We need to do a topic
There's
every
not
week
levels
on
to
his
veterans, though.
absolute bullshit takes.
There's not levels to
Y'all
veterans.
don't really understand the Bloods and the Crips, bro.
Holy
They
fuck.
do a lot for the community. You know
Yo,
what I mean?
there's motherfuckers that call themselves veterans that
They get
literally sit on their
13-year-olds to sell
ass.
drugs. I mean, like, they really help out.
There's people on the field. There's people that work in the kitchen. There's people that like really don't enter in combat ever. They just gotta collect all the benefits and all that shit. They call themselves veterans. Like, are you gonna get the same veteran that really sat there all day, all fucking
Hey,
trip
let
or
me tell you
whatever?
something. If you're in the kitchen in Afghanistan, you got my respect, bro.
Son, real talk. You want a fucking submarine
I'm not
cooking up
saying
split
not.
pea soup?
I'm not saying not
A
respect them.
submarine, G.
Yeah, dude, like, no.
All right, so
All I'm
you don't,
saying
so
is,
you don't respect a vet that's a veteran? Because
Veterinarian.
they have dogs. They have like, you know, attack special dogs that have to be treated, that go in and sniff out bombs and shit like
Nope.
that. So they don't get respect.
I respect that dog more than that vet.
Why though? Like they,
I respect
they have to be trained. They have to be healthy.
I respect
That's
the
valid.
dog that sniffs out the bomb.
I mean, that's valid.
Yeah, more than the vet that sniffs out the
Who
dog and
teaches
is like,
them to sniff out the bomb? They don't just come out the womb
they
knowing what
smell.
bombs smell.
That's what they do.
They don't just come out like that.
You never had a dog?
I
You
have a dog, yes,
You
I
didn't
have
realize
a
it
dog.
smells shit?
Of course
Good?
it smells shit. It smells
Okay.
everything.
So boom.
It smells
bombs.
everything.
Smell.
They're not gonna. You gotta train the dog to know what.
It's easy
Hey,
to fucking train it. You
smell
smell the
this.
bomb, then you give it a treat, and then you go, you want a treat? Go find the fucking bomb.
it's not that easy.
That's how it works.
It's not that easy.
Dude, why do you think they keep walking on
You see how-
landmines
you see
in
how they
Asia
sniff
still?
they sniff
Why
everything.
do you think they keep walking on landmines still in Asia? Because they ate all the fucking dogs, so they can't smell any of those landmines that were laid.
So dogs are
They sniff
valuable.
everything.
They're
They sniff
valuable,
everything.
Yeah.
more valuable than veterinarians.
But here's the thing. You just said they sniff everything, which means they'll eat anything.
Seeing you
And
stumble
those
They can
vets-
smell your bullshit.
Those
That's what they
vets
can
have
smell.
to treat those dogs
Listen,
that have to
back to
serve our
veterinarians.
country.
Back to use as veterinarians.
That's a
Do you
most-
really
that's a more
believe?
literally bad.
You really truly believe? Veterinarians make me not respect doctors, bro. Because if you're telling me this, you're telling me there's no specialization whatsoever. Like, you could be a veterinarian and someone brings you a dog and you're like, fix this dog. You're like, all right, I got you. Put him under. Let's do some surgery.
Yeah, I see where you're going, and it's valid.
And then they bring you a gray white shark.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, fix this gray white shark.
Yeah.
And you know how gray white sharks work?
I think there's
You
a
can fix
level
gray
of
white
expertise.
sharks. By the way, I'm not wearing underwear today, so anything could happen. I just want to let you know.
I don't know how that correlated. Just
I want to let you know it's dick on G. It's dick on G,
Wait, you
so
wear
we
denim?
gonna get
He's a
wild.
He's a little irritated right
I'm
now.
a little irritated.
He's
I'm a little. It's a little red. It's a little red. So my point is, there's no way you really know how all the animals work, right?
No, but here's the thing.
Also, my phone better than yours. Anyway, go on.
I got the new iPhone yesterday. I got the new iPhone. Specifically because I didn't want a year of Andrew having a better phone than me and fucking talking about it.
Dick on cheese, motherfucker! I ain't playing no games.
Fucking
I got that
savage,
shit in
yo.
gold.
You got that rose gold?
That's all who was left. Dog. Come
Yeah,
on,
man.
dog. Come on, dog.
You kinda pussy with the case on
to
it,
cover
though.
the most of it.
That's
Bro,
pussy.
I got that green shit
That's pussy,
coming
though.
to
You don't
honor the
believe in
vets.
yourself.
The green shit.
I got that green shit to honor the vets. You know what I'm saying? Veterinarians in this bitch.
No! Yo, all I'm saying is, you don't think it's a little bullshit? You don't think it's a little bit
Okay.
bullshit? They know how to fix every animal.
That's valid.
How many? You
There's
got people
validity
that
to
are
that.
doctors, right?
Yeah.
Your uncle doctor.
Yeah.
What type of doctor? Everybody.
And
Like, he don't know how to fix Asians.
so here's what happened.
if you bring an Asian to your uncle and say, "Hey man, can
Asians
you?"
are so broken emotionally that you got to deal with this first. We need a China on this panel
my
to
God.
round out the rainbow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, but go.
Going hard
So
on
it's
Asians
like
today.
if you go to what? Just because we talk about the vets?
I mean, shit, it's not like we don't need Asians. They're not like 4 billion people.
Akaash is an Asian.
And there's more and more Asians than there Asians.
Oh, yo, want the smoke?
Oh, no.
Yo, want that fucking
I think we had the smoke and it's called the spelling bee. Suck our dick, other Asians.
Oh shit!
Fuck out of here. Take that shit home. We let a white bitch win before you.
Wait, a white girl won the spelling bee?
It was a tie. They like ran out of words.
It was like a 13-way tie, right? Or
Yeah,
some
it was
bullshit.
12 Indians and this white bitch.
So whack.
I'm gonna be honest. We should have just gone until she was eliminated. I didn't like that she made it. I'm gonna keep it a full stack. So 13-year-old white bitch.
That's a bad
A
precedent to set.
white girl
Yeah.
tied the Indians in the spelling bee?
Yeah.
This is mind-boggling
I
to
know.
me.
I
That's
know.
how much bitches like to talk.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, real talk?
You alright,
Honestly-
Alex? Goddamn, I came from a place of hurt. Jesus.
Now you don't want to listen. Now you don't want to listen when girls talk. You know you be on the phone with her like this, like, yeah, spell anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Anti-disestablishment. So good.
Keep going. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, you got that.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, you got that. Yeah, you got that shit. Yeah, you gotta see Alex's FaceTime posture. It looks like he's hiding from these bitches
Yeah, hold on.
while he's
Hang on.
FaceTime.
Hang on.
He's not hiding from the bitches, he's hiding
Sin.
from you because he knows
I'm
you're
in
going
my
to talk
bag.
shit.
I'm in my bag trying to be on the lowest shit. He's all in my face. Get out my face, son.
Hold on.
Get out my face.
Can we just say one thing? This is very important. Let's just get back to this point. Your uncle, okay?
So here's what
is
happens.
not go. Please tell me. Please tell me. Please tell me because I'm fucking. You feel that? That's butthole on jean. That's butthole on the thread. It's on the fucking stitching. I just fell on the stitch. What? I haven't been home yet.
Oh.
I haven't been home yet.
God
I'm out
damn.
here working, bro. I'm out here working.
That's what they call it.
That's all I'm saying. I'm like, I haven't been home yet, huh? I know what.
I haven't been home yet.
They
You know
call
what I
it
mean?
working.
Some of us take our sweet time napping. Do you know what I mean?
You ever
Taking naps
did you
all
take a whole
fucking
bath
day.
at least?
Say what?
You take a whole bath?
I took a shower. I
took
took
a-
a shower.
Oh,
Take a shower. Take a shower.
oh gosh. You gotta got some
That's
draws
another
done.
thing. I got a lot of flavor thoughts this week.
That's
They
a
got me on the
choice.
Patreon. How the fuck Asians can pronounce the same word 5 different ways? You know how like, "Ugh," but if you go, "Ugh,"
No, I don't know.
like they have tones. There are
Right.
5 different tones for
Right.
sounds to each make a different word. So they have 20,000 characters.
Right.
5 different tones for each one. That's
Right.
100,000 things.
Yeah.
But our
I mean,
is
Americans
so
have the same
tricky,
shit.
dog. Why that shit is so tricky? Why can't it just be one of the sounds? Like these people are magicians when it comes to speaking. They got all the sounds.
Yo.
I'm wrong.
You're right. You remember in Australia, we ate at the Chinese restaurant, and they were taking a picture of us.
Yeah.
So the waiter decides
Oh,
to take the
bro.
picture. Son, before he got to 3, I just started dying because I knew it was
He
coming.
knew 3 was coming. He knew 3 was gonna
Son,
out.
I just started dying.
Son, there's a picture somewhere in my tag photos of Al not being able to hold it together. Both of us are crying loud. But every time, no, he was
Oh,
saying
he was
3.
counting out loud.
Yeah, he would go. He had the phone. He go. You go, 30.
Oh, here's a wrap. Here's a wrap. I was done.
But that's not peculiar? You don't think that's a conspiracy?
I mean, it is peculiar. You got 20,000 characters and none of them are R.
Son, 20,000. Look at Al. This is Al laughing at the guy's face as he counts. He's laughing in his face as he counts, bro. That shit is.
Hey, post it on the Patreon page, Al.
We will put. I'll send it. I'll send it over. All I'm saying is that just give me the math of this. Give me the math of this.
Gay ass phone, son. Yo, son.
Yo,
That shit is
break
Yo,
ridiculous,
take
bro.
that case
You know
off,
that's
yo.
the pink one,
Yo,
right?
take
Say
the
what?
case off,
You know
B.
people call that the pink one, right?
Yeah, that shit is pink, son.
Yeah, it's pink.
That shit is rosé.
Yo, take the
Oh
case
yeah.
off.
Oh yeah.
Andrew,
Yeah.
take the case off.
Oh yeah. Back to these veterinarians, bro. Y'all ain't shit. Can you explain two things to me? So far, I need two shits
we're
explained.
talking about my uncle. Somebody comes and visits him. Just a general, hey, here's what's wrong with me. And if
Yeah.
it's out of his field of expertise, he says, oh, I'll send you to this expert.
And that's how you know veterinarians are bullshit because they ain't never turned down an animal.
How do you know?
Son.
You think a veterinarian, if you bring hippopotami into the fucking place,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
and you go, listen, my hippopotami have come down with a mysterious illness. You think the veterinarian, I don't know how to say that shit. You think the veterinarian is
Veterinarian. There's an R there. There's an R there.
veterinarian, you think a veterinarian is going to go, oh, we don't take hippopotami.
No, I think they'll look and see if it's a general issue because they know like mammals or whatever.
Okay.
And then they'll say, you know what? There's an expert in hippopotami and rhinoceri and the like, and I'll send her in. And they'll give her a
So
little
you're
ring-a-ling-ding.
telling me there's a hippopotami and a, and a veterinarian, hippopotamus veterinarian.
Quite possibly an expert. I don't know
But
how
you
this
don't
works.
know.
Because all we
'Cause they
care
want
about
your
is
money.
dogs. G.
They want your money, and they gonna lie to you about your pet so that they could take your money. Have you read reviews on Yelp? I can't talk.
You sound like an anti-vaxxer,
Bro.
G. What the fuck is going
Son,
on right now?
Wait till you see the bill for your dog, son.
It's
you looked
insured.
it up?
Insured, all covered.
You got dog insurance?
Yeah.
You don't got
dog
your
insurance.
insurance.
This nigga making money out of
I'm be honest. I
dog
got my own
insurance,
insurance.
bro.
Dog got insurance. I don't.
You're white, son.
Yo, that is some white
That's some
shit,
white
son.
shit.
That's why these white bitches taking over the spelling bee because Indians became white.
Son, you might be right. Yo.
I don't know, B.
Care that much about this dog.
Son, this
Son, I
motherfucker
love
got
this dog,
dog
bro. My
insurance,
heart,
bro.
dog.
No, that disappointed me, bro.
I love this dog, G.
That broke my heart.
Yo, dog gets sick. That's a problem. I get sick.
He got family.
Nobody cares.
I'm good.
How that's a problem if the dog gets sick? You don't see how many other dogs look just like your dog?
Nah, bro, you tripping. That's because you don't love nothing.
I do. I love me. I can't replace me. You know what I'm saying? What we gonna do if I go? But your dog, you don't think I could switch out your dog and within a week you realize that you got the same dog?
No, 100% I'd realize I got the same
Yeah.
dog.
Let's
100%.
play a little gamble.
Let's play that game.
Okay.
Let's play that game.
What type of dog you got?
White Maltese.
You got a white maggot? Is that the name of your? Is that the name of your dog? You think that veterinarians fix insects? You think if you
Who
brought
gives a fuck?
my premise? My premise gives a fuck. You don't gotta cut the legs out the premise. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here trying to prove a point. You know what I'm saying? That's it. We just keep it in flagrant on the Patreon. You know what I mean? It's a great shirt you got on, Akaash.
Thank
Fucking
you, G.
legendary.
Thank you, G.
But yeah. So, do you think that if I brought in
My premise.
a cockroach, right?
Right.
You
Okay.
think that these money grubbing pieces of garbage, you don't think that they would fix my cockroach? If I brought in a cockroach,
They would try.
they would fucking try. They're the same as the baristas with the cream. Mm-hmm. Just fucking scum.
You need some sleep, yo. I can see it in your face. Like, you need some sleep,
I was
bro.
up all night.
I can tell.
The jet lag is serious. I passed out around 9:30, woke up at 1 like, it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day.
Oh, man.
God damn.
Andrew coming in raw like his dick right now.
Yo, son, you right, bro. I'm more worried about my butthole.
Denim
Irritated
skin.
and raw.
Son, irritated and raw.
Jeez.
Okay, so
You're
that
brave.
was my flagrant thought of the week. I think that we all agree veterinarians are bullshit.
I hope you don't agree, because
I mean, I obviously don't, but yeah, I'm with it. I don't want to cut. I don't want to cut the premise out again.
No. You could disagree.
Okay, I disagree. You know what I mean?
But now you give your reasons for disagreeing.
Because I don't know what to. Dogs get sick. They help dogs. Like, you know what I mean? The business model would have broken down by now.
Son.
I mean,
you know what they do, son? You know what they do with your dog when you bring it in?
They switch it out.
They switch it out. They switch it out, bro. It's like a Tesla motor, bro. Or the battery, whatever it is. They just give you a new one, bro.
Oh, man.
They give you a new one.
That's
your
good.
dog ain't gonna be your dog.
All right, or
I'm being serious.
I mean, I'd be sitting in the room with it.
No, that's what you think. That's what you think. They take the little fucking bracelet off or whatever that shit is, the necklace. What's it called?
Collar?
Collar. They take the collar off. They take that collar off. They put it and they go, hey, your name's Happy now. Your name's Happy. And that new dog.
And then my dog been dead many times.
It's like Shamu. You don't think it's weird? Shamu been around for 200 years? You think maybe they done switched up Shamus a little bit?
In different parks, yeah, for sure.
They got 6 Shamus.
Yeah, for sure.
They got Shamu in Japan.
Right.
Shamuru? They do got that one. They got a Shamu in Mexico City.
Okay.
Chamu.
Okay.
Chamu.
Jamu.
Chamu.
Shamu in Nigeria.
They got the
Shamu.
They got and they got Shamu. All I'm saying is you getting a brand new Happy, bro. Be happy.
A 2020 Happy.
You getting 2020 Happy. You getting brand new. You got the new model, bro. All the upgrades, everything. Like my iPhone.
It's got GPS.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Shit.
You know, it's funny. Is a lot of people I think I'm gay for having my dog, and a lot of people think.
Yo, y'all gonna
You got
stop
a pink
slandering
phone.
my new iPhone. Let me show y'all.
Yo, take the
Can't believe
case
you're gonna
off,
have
man.
that for many years. 'cause
Not
you
1
know-
year. 1 year. And honestly, now that you guys are talking shit, 2. Maybe 3. That right there is class. Yo, stop hating, bro. Yo, stop hating, Siri.
She knows how gay she is.
Listen.
She's here. She's queer.
Real talk. That right there is elegance, bro. That right there is elegance.
That shit is gay, bro.
Your shit is a forest. Your green shit. I was thinking about getting a green. Yeah,
but you didn't want to wait for the straight colors.
I didn't want to wait for him. I didn't want to
You
wait.
went into the store?
What?
You went into the store, you pre-ordered?
No, I went into the store.
Because when I looked online, they said no stores had anymore. So.
Yeah, I know. But then I got the connects. I got my
That's
people.
why, because I didn't pick the gay color.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's why.
They didn't have any more of the black.
100%.
Can I tell y'all something? Because y'all might be onto something.
Because they did
Can I
that.
tell y'all something? Y'all might be onto something with this gay shit. Can I tell y'all something?
What's up?
I'm buying my iPhone, right? This is a
Yeah.
100% true story that happened to me yesterday in my life.
Yeah.
I'm buying my iPhone. It's a lengthy process to buy an iPhone.
Oh boy, isn't it?
I go to buy my iPhone. Finally, we agree on it. We're going through all those fucking measures of putting the card in, everything like that. I get my case. All of a sudden, this guy comes up to me, taps me on the shoulder. He goes, "Hey, can you stop trying to rape me?"
What?
I go, "What?" He goes, "Stop trying to rape me. It's wrong. It's wrong to rape somebody. Stop trying to fuck me in my ass. Stop." I go, all right, buddy, you have a good day. He goes, "No, you need to stop trying to fuck me in my ass. It's wrong to fuck people in their ass. That's rape." He's screaming this in the Apple store. I go, "Yo, you have a good day. You have a good day, man." He walks away. I think the gold iPhone got something to do with it, man. 100%.
Wait, what? That's the story.
That's the whole thing.
That's a real story.
I wish you cut the legs off that premise.
I kept thinking that. I swear to God, I was like, how do I do it again in case it goes somewhere?
Guys, I wish I had a punchline for this.
This is a real story.
But
I
it
swear
really
to God,
happened.
on my life. I'm with me, my girl, the guy selling the iPhone. A crazy guy walks out of the bathroom in the Prince Street Apple store in Soho. Now,
Okay.
some crazy people. I didn't realize he was crazy until the second time he said it.
Well, what's it said Prince Street? I was like, oh, okay.
Dead ass.
Yeah,
He comes
yeah,
out.
yeah,
He
yeah.
looks at me, he taps me. Now, when I was in Australia, Sometimes people say weird shit to you after shows. Like they take a picture, they just want to make you laugh, and they'll reference jokes of yours. They'll be like, I'd like you to eat my ass the way you talk about eating ass or something. They just say dumb shit.
Yeah, to try to stick out.
Try to stick out so you remember them, etc. But it's their way of just
like
kind of connecting to you.
When it was
Also,
Rich James.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, gotcha.
So the guy says, stop trying to butt fuck me. I think that's what he started with, butt fuck me. He's like, you need to stop trying to fuck me in the ass.
And
so
you
I
had
turned
that
over
joke.
him, and I was like, all right, it's kind of a corny joke, but what's up, man? He goes, no, seriously. You need to stop trying to fuck me in my ass. That's rape. You need to stop trying to fuck me in my ass. And the iPhone guy looking at me like, yo, do you know him? I got my girl right there. Like, she's like, what's up? Like,
So she definitely looking.
She was looking at you like,
sideways, so.
yeah.
what the fuck happened in Australia?
So I swear to God, this thing happened, and I have no. I honestly, it's so weird.
Yeah.
And in that moment, by the second time, I looked at the guy and I was like, "Oh, he's crazy. He was a little dirty, a little unkempt."
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a truly
Off them
crazy
bath
person.
salts or something. Remember bath salts?
Son, bath salts,
Bath
fire.
salts fell off.
Atlanta.
Bath salts was like hot in the streets for like 3 summers. Remember like
Super
3,
hot.
4 summers ago when like
Yeah.
motherfuckers eating faces and shit?
100%.
124th Street was a fucking war zone.
Son, down south, Florida.
Florida.
The point I'm trying to say is I had no clue why he chose me of all the people in the Apple store to say that I was fucking him in the ass. And now that you guys have brought to light that my phone is gay, there's a chance he walked out of the bathroom, saw the gay phone, saw me, and then his biggest fear starts to manifest himself.
Yeah.
Which would be me fucking him in his ass.
Yeah.
So y'all might be onto something. I was agreeing with y'all.
No,
All
no.
right. I mean,
Look, I'm not saying it's a
it's
great
a nice
story.
phone without the case. Like, I didn't think it was kind of gay. I think it's actually quite nice.
Guys,
That shit
I
is
don't know what to say.
rose colored.
I like rose. Is it a cream? Nah. It's
I don't like y'all talking about my phone like this. I don't like y'all
case
talking about my
off,
phone.
yo.
like this. Nah.
You're a grown up.
No.
Nah,
You
but
could
that-
survive. It could survive.
I'm
Nah,
not. No,
I
I'm
dropped
not
my
a
shit
grown
and
up.
broke it.
Oh shit! I don't know.
You know, Rich Paul doesn't put cases on his phones
Because he can afford a new phone.
Yeah.
because
I
he said
hate when rich people tell
he
you
says-
how about that shit. So,
says people you don't believe in yourself if you put a case.
no,
on
you
your
believe
phone.
you could buy another phone, dick. I wish that phone.
You didn't even believe in yourself, Rich Paul. You believe in LeBron. Fuck out of
Pretty
here.
good. Pretty good person to believe in.
You got LeBron believing in you, then you can believe in yourself.
Yo, that is so true. Ain't that annoying when
God damn.
motherfuckers who ride coattails give you advice? Do you know what I mean? Like literally, I don't need to hear Rich Paul or Maverick Carter tell me anything. What is the key to success? Hard work, dedication, be LeBron's friend. Is be LeBron's friend, and then everything else after that.
What about all the other people that are friends with superstar athletes?
What about him?
They suck. They're not nearly as accomplished
Rich
as
Paul
these two
cost
guys.
AD $80 million to get him on the Lakers. How do I
point.
know this guy's a fucking genius?
I mean,
a good
he
point.
did get in the cover of 2K, which I'm assuming made up for a lot of that money they might have lost in New Orleans.
80 million.
Yeah, and he's in Los Angeles now. He's gonna make that back like 20-fold. Are you kidding me?
Yo,
New Orleans?
didn't
New
Jordan-
Orleans, Los Angeles? Like, I think he'll be all right.
Didn't Jordan's trainer make tons of money?
Who, Tim Grover?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you saddle up with the greatest, you're gonna make some money.
What about Tom Brady's guy, the trainer? He's like in jail now, isn't he?
No, he's not. He got a whole facility
The
built.
TB12 dude?
He got a book out. He got all the shit. Gronk was doing
Didn't he
it.
get like banned from the fucking
That's because Belichick don't like anybody that have an influence over the players besides him.
Okay. All right. Who's a great baseball player? I don't know. I don't watch
Gives a
baseball.
fuck. Talking about athletes here.
I'm saying it's not that easy. Just to latch on the coattails. A lot of times
It's
they just,
not easy,
they
but,
leech.
like,
a lot of times they
it's
leech and don't get anything
easier.
back. I mean, it's a nice slingshot. It's a
Darius
nice,
Miles people
It's nice
ain't
to ride
balling.
shotgun over there.
Yeah.
But no, I got a flagrant thought.
Okay, go. What
We're
is it?
in the.
Besides that, you hate veterans.
I didn't say that.
He was talking spicy.
This is like right now. This is like the greatest season for like sluts. Like right this second.
Fall?
Fall. I always thought it was summer. Like I always
you
thought it
gotta
was like
earn
spring.
it?
For many reasons.
Okay.
One, pumpkin flavored shit. Sluts love pumpkin flavored shit.
Has that become a slut thing? I thought that was just a
slut
white
thing.
girl thing.
No. It's
So
a slut
sluts
thing.
are into pumpkins.
Sluts love pumpkin.
Pumpkins.
Sluts love some pumpkin, yo.
Interesting.
Halloween.
Can I be honest? I love pumpkin.
Pumpkin's fantastic.
Pumpkin's incredible.
Honestly, and I say this, I say this knowing what I'm saying. It's one of white people's greatest contributions to the history of the world. And I know y'all did toilets.
We were nice with that shit.
That was pretty good.
And
we
probably
needed
some
that.
other
We
shit I
needed
can't
that.
think of. Polio vaccines, whatever the fuck.
Vaccines, all modern medicine.
I put
planes,
smallpox. I put smallpox up there.
sneakers.
Put smallpox up there. I mean, I put pumpkin
Vaccines?
up there with all of them. No, I put pumpkin up there with the vaccines. I put it up there with the
I
toilets.
think you're right. I'm not gonna lie.
Fucking
It's
fantastic.
and can I be honest with you? You know how black people be like, well, everybody likes watermelon, everyone likes chicken.
Yeah.
That's how we feel about
That's
pumpkin.
how you feel about pumpkin? Okay. I can see that. See, but you don't feel like it's a thing though. It's just like, oh, pumpkin is just delicious.
I feel stigmatized as a
why
white
is it
person when
guy
I eat
thing?
pumpkin.
Oh,
Especially in
I feel
October.
stigmatized as a guy who's supposed to hate white people every time I eat pumpkin.
Son.
And let me tell you, it's not even fantastic. You know what pumpkin is? Delightful.
It is so
delightful.
You know what? It improves anything it's on.
Yeah.
Like if you have a salad and they're like, there's like a little piece of pumpkin in there, or
Pumpkin
pumpkin
spice
seeds.
salad.
You're like, oh, that's a great addition to a salad. It's not gonna be the main course, but it's a great addition.
Like I don't like condoms, but like if they had a pumpkin spice condom,
Or better pumpkin spice pussy, I'm gonna eat it. If your girl said, yo, I got some pumpkin spice pussy cream, guess
rub
what?
it on her ass and shit.
Real talk, why
Fantastic,
stop
dog.
there? Put that on a bunghole. I would like some pumpkin spice bunghole. Yo, if you got your dog back from the veterinarian and that shit was pumpkin spice, like it just smelled like pumpkin the whole time. What?
I'm gonna eat his ass.
I didn't know you were gonna go that far. I thought
What
you were
you
just
trying
gonna
to
like the
say?
way it smelled better.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't have to go straight Asian about it, bro. You think that's how Asians start eating dogs? They're like, why dogs always sniffing back there? What's so delicious about it?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so yeah.
sluts, right? So another reason why this is the season is because of Halloween, right? Like, so
Right.
I overheard a couple on the way over here talking about Halloween costumes, and they were like, "Oh, let's get this outfit," and it's like a tame little like
Oh,
ketchup
good
and
point.
mustard type of thing, and she was like, "Oh no, I can't. It's not sexy enough," and it's like this is like.
Right.
Somebody who you can tell they're in a long relationship, they're doing like the fucking couple fucking
Right,
costume type of thing, type
right.
of shit. She's like, oh no, it's not slutty enough. She just openly says it's not slutty enough.
She won't be
In
a slut,
what?
yeah.
In what other time? Not summer, not spring, not winter,
Yeah.
not fucking spring break. None of that shit. Does somebody say, oh, I can't get that. It's not slutty enough. If you go in the summertime in the spring and they got bikinis, it's like, oh, I'm wearing a bikini because, you know, I got a tan and like the tan
Yeah.
lines. And there's always little caveats to like
Right. Nah,
make
you're right.
for the sluttery.
I'm
But for
breaking up with
Halloween,
that
it's just
bitch,
like,
though.
yo,
That bitch
you are
gotta go.
allowed to be a slut.
Not your girl. She gotta go.
Oh, no, no.
No, your
Not
girl
your
gotta
wife.
go. That guy gotta break up with that girl. You gonna be ketchup.
We
You
gonna be
gonna be
struggling.
ketchup,
Like, me
bitch.
and my girl was going through like outfits like for fucking Halloween and shit. I was like,
Well,
oh,
I
yeah.
was gonna ask if you guys are gonna do a couple costumes.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely doing a couple costumes. And we're getting a dog costume too.
That's what's up, bro. Look at that
Absolutely.
life.
Y'all really became gay. Y'all judging
Yo,
me
that's
about
a
my
great
phone.
life,
You got
yo.
your
You
dog's
in this
costume.
You're gonna be right
You
there
in this
with us.
with us.
I'm literally doing this to relate to y'all.
You're gonna
That's
be
why I
right-
got this phone. I got this phone so I could be like you.
You're
That's
gonna be
what
right
this
there
about.
with us, bro. We're just thinking of doing that.
Sounds to me like you butt fucked somebody before you bought it, and then just decided to accept who you were.
I gave it, Tick. Let's be honest, I gave it. I wouldn't want to take it.
It's like as long as I was the
and
top.
frankly, I got very good video quality of it with my new iPhone. If y'all really want to know.
3 angles. Can't
It's a
go wrong
little too
with that.
close. Go to the further back phone. 0.5 distance.
Ultra wide.
Real talk.
Oh my
That's what his
God.
bubble was. I pulled out of that shit.
Wait, are you and your girl doing
What if I
costumes?
really did
Yeah,
rape? What
I've
if I
never
really
done it
did
before.
rape
I'm
him
a
in the
finally-
bathroom? And he came out, he was like, "You raped me," and I was like, "This guy gotta be crazy. Like, who would rape someone in the Apple Store bathroom?" That's
a great alibi, though.
Talking about, like, babe. This guy's nuts, huh, babe? Apple phone guy.
She definitely looked at you sideways.
Crazy.
Ted
She
Bundy
definitely looked at you
shit.
sideways for like 5 minutes, like,
Hey, wouldn't it be funny if there's a Ted Bundy dude rapist? She has a raping dudes. And
Real
then,
talk, you could rape any dude and straight up be like, "I'm gonna rape him." Really? Like, Really, y'all? Like that's enough.
That's like the Walter White shit from Breaking Bad. It's like, oh, you got me. It's like, yeah,
I'm the guy. I'm raping men. All you need to do is walk to your boys and say, yo, I raped the guy.
Dealer.
And all your boys be like, yeah, he tripping, bro. It's how you raping men, bro. Y'all bugging on that one.
You get at least one. After more than one, it's like, yo, it's a little weird. Multiple.
So you raping people, man. Hey, people crazy out here, bro. I don't know.
my
Y'all wanna
God.
play
It's
some
New York
2K?
City, man. Y'all decided to move here. You knew how crazy everybody was. Yo, a homeless dude rapist, you can fuck everybody.
Real fucking talk, dog. No, you could if you really. I mean, this is horrible.
If like homeless people was your thing,
If you
can
wanted
get away
to
with that
rape
all the time.
if you really wanted to rape, you could rape homeless people, and they would say that you did it, and then nobody would believe them.
Kaz, you only flinching because we're not here's what everybody understand before you get offended. We're not talking about women.
Yeah,
we're
we're
raping
talking about-
dudes, so it's funny.
so it's okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I guess.
That's all
Yeah,
I
nobody
say.
was. There's no such thing as homeless women.
Just lazy bitches.
Yeah.
When y'all or girls who don't want to sell that pussy. That's really what it's
Oh,
about.
dead ass. Like anytime I see a homeless woman, I'm like, you're not trying hard enough.
No, she got morals, bro.
A homeless white woman?
She too
I'm
proud.
like, yo.
She too proud.
All right, you just need to just.
Because you know every one of those homeless dudes would have sold dick to get out of homelessness.
Oh, listen. 50 Cent said it best. Like,
What do you say?
God, what was the line? He's like, I'll go butt ass before my records. He said, if I go butt ass before my records don't sell or some shit like that. So
Meaning?
he's like, yo, if I'm about to get broke and I got to sell some dick to not be broke, I'm gonna sell some dick.
Wow.
I would sell dick.
Oh,
You wouldn't? Akaash, you dead broke on your last cent.
Who would buy it? That's my question.
But you don't know, bro. You
Listen,
don't know.
nobody buying it.
I'm gonna
That's
tell you
the- that's
something.
the
My
problem.
dick
Privilege.
is non-refundable. You disappointed, you just disappointed.
That's
what
very
that
true,
is.
though.
Word.
The
Yeah.
value of dick is just so low.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah,
pussy is.
dick is like underwear. This is final purchase, you know what I mean? It's
like no
try on some
returns.
underwear, realize you hate them, and give it back. It's like you have to deal with that.
People will take any pussy.
Those yours now.
It's like, how old is this pussy? Yeah, we'll praise that. We'll take it.
an
Pussy's still
antique.
worth a couple $1,000s. All right, fuck it. Bring it home.
All right, so pumpkins. So you hate pumpkins. And Akaash, what is your flagrant
I
thought?
don't think I hate pumpkins. I think it's slutty. I hate pumpkins and veterans. Jesus. God damn.
How is this flagrant take? You don't like pumpkins.
I said,
Nah, sluts. In the
yeah.
fall.
Yeah, but y'all
I
never.
said,
Y'all
sluts
never.
embrace the fall like no other season.
Let me ask you a serious question.
Yeah.
Have you ever made a jack-o'-lantern?
Nah.
No, I haven't. No, I mean I did once I was really, really little. It was like a small ass pumpkin. It was
Small
like
ass
it was like
pumpkin.
arts and crafts class.
Nah, you got to get a legit pumpkin, and then you got to cut the mouth part out, and then fuck it. Get that pulp. You got to fuck that pumpkin pulp, bro. Pumpkin is really the gift that keeps on giving.
You white people really like
We
pumpkin.
love
I don't
pumpkins.
like pumpkin that
You
much.
can't
dog.
fuck a fried chicken.
You can fuck a chicken.
You could. You could. If it's a whole chicken.
Yo, real talk,
You know.
turkey.
Yo, that rotisserie
That's how you stuff it.
from Costco got the little hole right there.
Real talk. Thrust. Son, you got thrust in the chicken trying to come out through the top. Yo, you
that's
gotta
some
walk
good
into the
stuffing.
veterinarian doctor, whatever they are, office with the dick inside the chicken coming out the top and be like, yo, can y'all fix my chicken? Oh, no, something happened to my chicken. Y'all think you can fix this? And you know what they're gonna say? Yeah, give us 5 minutes. We're gonna do it because they're a greedy piece of shit.
God
They're
damn.
gonna take your money.
Chicken's
Give you a
alive and
brand new
shit.
chicken. There you go. We fixed the
Chicken's
chicken.
alive with the feathers back on it. Like, yeah, we fixed the chicken.
All right, go, Akaash. Your
bullshit.
flagrant thought of the week.
I don't know, man. I just want to know if there's one thing in wedding planning that's worth it. I just want to know if one part of a wedding isn't fucking me in my ass financially. That's what I want to know.
Why are y'all
No,
going
it's
to
not
London?
for you, man.
We had already planned this before I proposed. We already brought them tickets.
Yeah. But you know the wedding's not for
I'm
you.
going to try to perform out there, though. I'm trying to work with my boy Travis J. If I get
Nice.
anything, I'll let
You're back-
everybody know.
You're back Sunday, you said?
Sunday.
Right. But you know the wedding's not for you. It's the big floss
It's not
fest
for
your girl.
anybody.
I mean, for your girl. I mean,
No, it's for the fucking photographer to overcharge me and whatever the fuck, the DJ to every price I look at, I'm just like, who the fuck do you think you are? Who the fuck do you think you are to think you're worth thousands of dollars for one day?
I mean, they're trying to take advantage of you because they know this is such a special day for you.
Because they know you're already broken.
Because you're already broken.
You
because
already got down on one knee. They broke you like a fucking wild horse.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, yeah, whatever, money, who cares?
You're like a housebroken man. Like, you just have shame.
Why are you paying a photographer? A photographer was popularized before everybody brought their phone to an event.
Yeah.
You just are going to get tagged in every
Try
picture.
explaining this to any woman on earth.
Yo, y'all need to stop explaining. If you explain, you losing.
Tom Brady.
You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
The GOAT. That's TB12.
Yo,
That's
you're
CB12
right.
method.
That's the TB12 method. Real talk. If you explain it, you lose it. Yo, we not getting a photographer.
Yeah.
But you got to explain it on some like emotional shit. It's like, we're not getting a photographer because I want people to savor the moments. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want us to live through pictures. I want us to live through life. You gotta hit them with that shit. And then when they say da-da-da, you go, shut the fuck up! Ain't nobody ask you! Ain't nobody ask you! That's why you gave the dog diarrhea. Start blaming random shit. Real talk, no photographer, no food. You don't need food.
All right, you need food.
Why do you need food?
You need food.
Just cut the dinner out.
Motherfuckers is coming to the party, bro.
It's
That would
also
really
an Indian wedding, so it's like 3 weddings. It's like at least 2 weddings. They have an engagement the day before.
Oh, dude, stop this, bro.
Then you got the wedding.
Why don't you marry a white girl? They could spell now. Real talk. What you wasting your time for, bro? It's like white bitches out here spelling, bro. White bitches out here spelling, bro. Listen, they fuck with pumpkin. That's a spice.
Yeah.
It is a spice. That is true.
Real talk.
Got you there.
White girls, they got it right now, son. They know how to yoga. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't get a white girl.
I
mean, white women are kind of diet Indians, sort of. No,
you say diet Indians or devil Indians?
Diets.
Diet Indians. White girls, diet
yoga,
Indians.
the spice.
Guys.
Spice. What?
Can you at least try to hook me up with like human beings? Like, come on.
Oh my God, that
Not
hurt
fucking
me.
animals.
That hurt me, bro.
Monsters.
Jesus
Sorry,
Christ,
Mongrels?
bro.
Damn.
Not mongrels.
Y'all are getting after these white women. This my women's, bro.
The level that Akaash detests white women is like kind of admirable sometimes.
I really want to try to put a ceiling on how many are at the wedding. Like, I'm toying with the idea.
It's like Andrew's girl.
Andrew girl, 100%.
Yeah.
My white friends, you got a white girl. That's what's up. That's about where I want it to stop. That's literally all my friends' girls, and that's
whoever
it.
Alex and He set it up, bro. I'm sorry.
I just realized it when you said it. I was like,
Why would you just invite random white women though? That's who
but
gets
like,
invited
there's
to a
no like
wedding.
white female friends. Like, if I got white female friends, they're like, can I get an invite? I'm like, I don't know. Let's think about this. I don't really know how you made it this far, to be honest. I feel like it's time to just draw the line in the sand.
I'm starting to believe that like you might actually like white women so much you can't trust yourself around them.
Don't protest too much.
I want no white women around me. No white women gonna be invited. No, we can't have these white girls around. I'm going crazy.
Hey, whatever we gotta tell ourselves to
I love pumpkin so much. I love veterinarians.
He loves pumpkins, small little dogs.
I mean, listen. If it wasn't for this podcast, you'd be like a white woman like hive, bro. Like you would attract a lot of them. Like if it wasn't for this podcast, they
Lives
just
in
knew that
Jersey,
you hated
commutes
white
to
women.
Manhattan.
Oh, that's Indian, bro. Don't act like that ain't Indian, son.
The truth comes out, yo. You are a white woman nectar, bro. I'm telling you.
Hey, welcome to the team. Don't hate what God provides.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Don't hate on what God provides for us. He's
Whatever keeps these hoes away, I'm fine with it.
Now I protest too much.
Hey, sure.
Real talk. Let me tell you, how excited does this hat make you, bro? That's where they're born and bred, bro. A white bitch from Barney's.
That's a white bitch. That's a white.
Bro, dogs.
That's Scarface cocaine level white.
Son. I think we found it, bro.
I think I found it. Yeah, definitely.
I think we found
Definitely.
it.
It all makes sense. It all makes sense now.
all
I
makes
get
sense,
it.
bro.
I get it.
Listen.
And white women do love you. Like, they be in the comments like, yo, he's back
Yo,
cute.
his
He's so
eyes.
cute.
He's so cute.
Hair is nice. And I can see that.
Akaash going through it right now. Akaash thinking for the out. Akaash about to go nuclear. Akaash like, if I say the N-word, am I out of here? I'm gonna just say it. I might just push the button. I might push the button because
Here's
that's
the
saving my
time.
relationship.
Here's
And
the
everything will be
time.
fine.
Oh, gosh. She's like, I will do anything to get out of this conversation. Fuck.
We good.
I wish I could just zoom.
He already going through like, man, London gonna be rough.
Go to London. Oh, man.
I'm gonna pretend I'm jet lagged. Every time you bring up a fight, I'm gonna pretend.
First of all, episode don't
hold
come
on.
out till Friday.
Hold on. You know what the epicenter of white culture is?
Oh, it's London.
Facts.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I do love London.
Facts.
I do love London.
Damn it, bro.
I do love
About to
London.
go to
think
an
we
Adele
figured
concert
this
out
shit
there or
out.
some shit. About to go to an Adele concert out there or something.
No.
What you
Yo,
gonna
fuck
do?
with Adele? All people fuck with Adele. She's
Shouts to Adele, got herself a black man.
She's a transcendent white woman.
She
She's
got herself
great.
a black
I
She's
don't-
got her
man, bro.
great black man now,
Skepta.
son. Skepta. The
Skepta
Lord.
sucks, yo. I'm gonna keep it.
You
I'm
don't
gonna keep
fuck
it.
with Skepta?
Dude, Skepta sucks.
The man's
Wait,
not hot.
you don't like UK rap? You don't find
You
it
like
soothing?
grime?
No,
You don't
it's-
find that soothing? What that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yo, son, this is what all UK
They
hip hop.
ruined a perfectly good Drake album, by
All
the
UK
way.
hip hop sounds just counting. 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 10, 10. 3, 2, 1.
Isn't it? You just watch Top Boy, right? That's why
Son,
you take
I love Top Boy.
Love Top Boy.
Yo, I love that show. That show
Fuck with
slaps.
Top Boy. Only reason why I'm fucking skeptic because he's Nigerian.
Can I give you my impression of Top Boy? This is
Is
my
every
impression
black
of...
dude Nigerian? God damn.
Yeah, mostly. I mean, if you're successful.
Yeah, because Nigerians sold all the other ones to America.
Sorry.
Okay, ready for my Top Boy impression? This is my Top Boy impression. This is the season 3
What's
of
Top
Top
Boy
Boy.
about?
Top Boy is a drug dealer show in London.
Okay, bet.
this is
Like
my
on
impression.
London Wire.
It's
Okay.
like, yeah, English Wire. This is my Top Boy impression. Ready? Here it is. Ready?
You should have hit it hard.
You forgot Innit.
Son, there is so much teeth sucking in that
Son.
fucking show, son.
Son, that whole fucking show.
And Innit.
Innit.
Oh,
Innit.
isn't it? Oh, that's right.
It's a good,
Shit now.
it's a good,
Innit.
it's a good podcast, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've seen that in text form. INNIT.
INNIT. Yeah.
Innit.
I think they're trying to say, isn't it? Like with the question mark.
But yeah, but
it's
it's-
just in it.
It's
Yeah.
just right.
Yeah.
It's just their way of going right. Yo, we're going to the thing, right?
Right.
But I've seen it at the end of like statements. Like one comic I knew texted another comic, Indian dude, to like try to link us up, and he was like, "I'm in Scotland, innit?" And it was like,
Damn, you Indian comics love you some white bitches.
Too much.
You loving these freckled ass bitches, bro. Come on, Akaash.
brown comics do love white women. That's the thing.
They do.
Caucasian woman, isn't it?
Innit.
Good,
Innit.
good.
A white ting, innit.
You got some pumpkin spice, isn't it?
A little pumpkin
little
spice
pumpkin
in
in
it.
it.
Blood, bruv. We got to get
Man.
some food. Bruv, we got to get some food.
That was good.
I got it. We got the food. It got to hit the street, blood. Come on, bruv. What would you do if they tried to kill me, blood? Innit?
Isn't it?
Innit? Would they try to kill me? I'd be ramping the streets for you, blood. We got this food. We got to sell this food. Okay? Get my youngers, get them on the streets, and get them to shop this food.
Are the drug dealers mainly white?
Nah.
Mainly black?
Actually,
There's like one white guy on it or two.
Yeah, but it's a fascinating show. No joke. It's fucking beautifully shot. Music is sick. The acting is incredible. And I'll say this about the show, which I think is redeeming. It's a drug dealer show that is compelling as fuck, that doesn't glorify the dealer.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
Take
Drake.
that in.
Yeah.
Because even The Wire,
Stringer
glorified
Bell
it.
was
Yeah.
dope as fuck.
Yeah, he's the
this was-
anti-hero.
Yeah, but exactly. It's like you don't want their life. You're watching it compelled and interested in the story and going to see who wins, but you don't want to have any of their lives.
course not. Of
And
course
that
not.
is, it was like, yeah, you can do it. You can show this world that's completely interesting without being like, you get all the bitches and you got all the money.
Not fun. Let me tell you something. Drake is going to be the next fucking Aaron Spelling. Guarantee you.
Who's Aaron Spelling?
He did like Melrose Place, Beverly Hills 90210.
He's a-
all them shits.
Tory's
Like,
dad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tory's
Tory's
dad.
dad. Yeah. Bro, between, I guess, Degrassi, Euphoria, this shit, Top
Drake
Boy.
did Euphoria?
Yeah, he was one of the producers of that show. Like, I'm telling you, like, he's starting to line up these little shows, like this, the rap careers. He's like, what, 6-7 albums in, starting to find
Had
a
made
little
no money.
right?
And
Signed
now
to like
he's like,
5
let me get
fucking
that
people.
shit.
Like, he's not really. I mean, he's making good rap money, but a TV money.
I'll tell you something. This is a testament to what I've always said about Drake and his advantage in the music business is like he finds what's hot before it's hot. He's like the great HR director.
Oh, for sure. A&R.
A&R, but HR, I was whatever, doesn't matter. But like, and I think he did A&R essentially for TV. Like we knew about the show Top Boy. Like I'd seen some episodes of it early on, but
I think
the
it went
fact
off the
that
air.
he's-
And then he brought it back.
And he brought it back.
Yeah.
And he brought it back. And the two main guys, the character plays Deshane and the character that plays Sully, are phenomenal, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking, this guy who plays Sully, his name is Kano. He's a rapper from the UK, and he is. I really admire actors that can play little. Like
Right.
they don't have to be so big with their movements, right? Like and big with their emotions. Like they can actually play like solemn and quiet and be so effective. And bro, this guy goes through it emotionally, like through it, and you feel like it's real for him. And he's not an actor; he's a fucking rapper.
Those
bro.
are the best actors. Like that's why The Wire was so good. Most of those guys were either first
Had
time
real killers.
or like real, like
Yeah.
Snoop. Fucking
Yeah.
a bunch of the motherfuckers. I was in Baltimore. Dude that played not Stringer Bell, the other guy that was the fucking that took over after him.
Marlo.
Marlo.
Marlo
talk about
Stanfield.
subtlety and talk about subtlety and just not having been super fucking emotional, but like just fucking, you could just see the fucking sinister shit.
Yeah.
And just being so subtle, not being so boisterous. That's the shit that's really good on
Yeah,
TV.
dude,
So,
he was-
I fuck with Top Boy, man. I
Yo,
fuck with
Top Boy's
Euphoria.
excellent, man.
Drake's
I like
Drake's
it.
2 for 2.
Son, he's 2 for
Drake's
2.
2 for 2 of
Did
the
you ever get
shows,
any
man.
Euphoria?
No,
Fuck Euphoria,
I find
yeah.
it a little pedophilic.
I mean, it
from the
is.
description I'm getting. Like I don't want to watch
you
teenagers.
gotta watch
Most teen dramas are
It's
though.
an amazing show.
It just
It's
seems.
an amazing
It just
show.
seems
It's amazingly
mad.
shot. Like that shit's like one long ass Hype Williams video. Like every
Yeah, but
scene is like
that's
fucking
good.
lights and
Like
just
the topic
fucking.
subject, and it's like
It just seems mad transy.
There's only
they're
one trans
addressing
person.
like everything that
That's a
young
lot. That's a lot, yo. That's a lot.
There's only one.
I don't know how many people.
There's a whole ensemble
Like
cast. There's
I
like
lived 35 years on Earth.
every
I met
episode-
one trans in my life in 35 years. One HBO show where 8 people got a trans, and how many gays?
It's
So,
one
but it's a
trans
good
person.
trans though. It's a good trans.
How many gays?
Like convincing.
Like convincing.
You would hit it? Yo, Al, can you get
I was
head
tricked. I ain't gonna
from
lie.
a
The
trans?
First episode,
episode, I was
it
tricked.
didn't
I
hit
know,
me.
I-
Just for flagrancy purposes,
Nah.
would you be willing
No.
to get your dick sucked by a trans?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
10,000 patrons.
Would you be willing
Nope.
to suck a trans dick?
That's worse. That's worse. Like, that's not. You're supposed to make it easier.
I don't
right?
even know what I'm thinking anymore. Okay, so that's fair enough. So you're not going to be willing to do it.
No.
That's fair.
Absolutely not.
Eden, would you be willing to get head from a trans just to talk about the experience?
Just to talk about the experience?
Yes, on Flagrant 2.
No.
You see, I believe Alex. I don't believe you, Eden. I believe Alex. Yeah. You know when you gotta repeat the question? But it's like,
Hold on.
There's-
The reason why is because I thought he was also going to compare it to sucking a trans dick.
No.
I'd rather get my dick sucked.
No, we.
yeah,
what-
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why.
what I'm asking. So, would you get your dick sucked by a trans? So we could
Comparison
talk
to
about
sucking a dick?
No.
No,
Just so
just
we could
general
talk
Just so we
about.
can talk about, you know what, fuck it. Yeah, I would do it.
Wow. She said, see, I knew it.
Yo,
yeah.
it's on.
I don't know why you had to
son.
front. You didn't have to front the first time, Eden. I
Wait till
get
she
it.
gets her mouth on that wishbone.
to getting to
And you
sucking
know what?
dick.
And you know what, Eden? That is very. What's the word? That is
Latino?
No, that's very progressive.
Yes.
That's a very progressive way to think. Trans women are women according to whatever.
According to these,
According to the world. So, if they identify as women, they're a woman, and if you want them to suck your dick,
Casby the
that
most
is a very progressive
woke
thought.
person in the entire world, yo. This motherfucker's selectively woke as hell. Any black shit comes on, it's like, whoop, 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 whoop. Anything else is like, get these lady bitches out of here. I don't care about no tranny this, tranny that.
I said nothing of the sort. I'm giving Eden props for not looking at that woman as anything else than what she wants to be.
I just want my dick sucked.
That's it. So that's a good way of looking at it, B. But wait, you got a shorty though, right? No. Oh, you single out here?
Oh, okay.
I thought you had a girl. No. But you had one.
I did.
And then what happened?
I don't.
I hear that.
Oh shit. She didn't have
These
enough.
hoes ain't loyal. I fucking squeezed. I thought the water was gonna shoot out like a geyser.
Bro, I felt that one, dude.
Nah, but DJ Eden, he be alright out here.
DJ Eden doing
Yo,
numbers.
bro, I
He
see the
having some
Instagram
DJ
stories,
groupies
yo.
and shit.
Really?
I see the
gotta come
Instagram
out to where
stories,
Eden
man. I didn't
spins.
get hoes, bro.
So wait a minute, you got bitches coming out to where you spin?
Oh wait, let's not.
I seen the stumble. I
We
seen
on
the
the
stumble in.
Patreon, yo.
I see the stumble in. I didn't don't front. Oh,
Hold
did I
on,
say it too
hold on.
loud? The stumble in. Did I say the sponsor?
Jonah not even know what you look like.
Yeah, you know, really, people don't know how I look like. They just
Yeah.
compare
It
me
don't
to
matter.
a
Let's get back to it.
Yeah.
You got bitches. We're on the Patreon, so they're not subscribed.
Yeah.
Okay. You got bitches coming out to the fucking DJ booths?
I do, yes.
Oh, shit.
Listen, DJs get pussy.
Yo, that shit is,
man.
and for real, now when you're DJing and your head don't make it over to DJ, that, it's gonna be like that. Yo, this motherfucker be DJing like he riding a Harley.
Tyrion Lannister of
Oh,
DJs.
Sons of Anarchy DJ out here.
I'm not that short.
I'm teasing, motherfucker.
No.
All right,
Nah,
so these
DJs
bitches
get
be
pussy
pulling
though.
up.
I see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, will you play their recommended songs?
It depends if they're cute or not.
That's literally all it depends on, right?
Of course. That's
So
the
you
Or
truth.
how nicely they ask me.
What is the best way to ask?
You just ask me like a human being. You know what bitches do?
What do they do?
They'll come
shit.
they'll come
Now we talking.
Talk to us, Ed.
They're gonna come to me. They'll be like, "I know you're not gonna like this." Then why the fuck are you telling me about your request?
Yeah.
They get that shit all the
That's
time.
what off your
They do it
chest.
every time. And
So
then it
what's
just,
the best way to say it?
yo, can I play? Can I ask for a song? And I'm like, sure. What's the song?
Now, do they have to say X?
Axe.
Okay.
Like that's how Latinos say it. And then that's it. That's all they gotta do. And then they ask me some bullshit song, and then
And not be
I'll lie.
a mutt. Like look good when they ask, right?
What do you mean?
Like they can ask nicely, but they also have to look good.
They can't be
Yeah,
ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they can't
So
be
if they're
like,
pretty and they ask
can
for
I
a song,
please play?
I've had a couple of those. I've had one girl that called herself a pox.
A pox.
She's like, my name's a pox because I stick really well to people. And I was like, don't look at me like that.
Wait, I don't get it. A
A
pox?
Because epoxy resin. It's
I thought
yeah.
it was chicken pox.
That's what I was thinking.
No, that would scare the shit out of me.
What kind of stupid dork ass bitches are going to these nightclubs
A lot of
you
very
DJ?
interesting women.
As long as they suck dick, right?
Hell yeah. But yeah, come through.
Yo, I gotta come see you spin one day. I just watched the Instagram
Have you
stories.
ever
I'm like,
fucked a
he
girl?
got bitches waiting.
Go.
He got bitches
Have you
waiting.
ever gotten
Locked
pussy
down.
because you played a girl's song?
Yes. In some ways.
So she goes with you in the equipment back home. Like
There's
that?
not a lot of equipment.
Oh, it's
I'm
just
gonna tell you. I'm
the
gonna tell you why.
laptop?
Eden.
It's like my laptop. and my
I'm gonna
controller.
tell you why.
So
I've seen this
hold
many
on.
times.
Wait, so you
From who?
I've seen this many times. I've seen this many times.
Right.
Because the bitches they already find you attractive. They just find that was one of the reasons to talk to you. And then once you
Sometimes.
play their song, now you have a reason to talk to them. And then after the party's done,
I part my
sucking.
ways. Oh.
Cass said that with nostalgia. Like, he remembered all the Duce's past.
man,
Are we talking about me or are we talking
I'm
about
already
you?
looking back at it like, man, those are the days.
I'm fucking telling war stories
My
too.
gosh.
Open his
The good
arm,
old
man,
days.
wide, whispered
I relate
essentially.
to Ed and Alex on so many levels sometimes. Oh, goddamn. But not anymore.
You're a good
happily
faithful
I'm
man
a good, happy, faithful man, bro.
with the dog.
But I know where you're coming from, so you don't gotta. I see it. He gets plenty of pussy.
I,
Don't let that small doughiness fool
I'm
you.
happy you got pussy. You call him doughy, bro.
He's doughy.
I'm happy
doughy.
you got some pussy.
Son, he's meaty. Fucking Pablo out here, you know what I mean?
Pablo,
There
wait.
needs to be some balance in the world. And since Akaash is on white women now, I think I'm going to give him up.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Oh, shit.
She must have cut you deep.
Nah, that's not.
She must have cut you deep. When he swore off the whole race, I'm like, yeah, she cut you deep. I did the same. I saw Dominicans one time.
She literally cut me deep.
Hold on, what did Dominican did to you, bro?
Oh, no, I'm not telling that story.
Come on, bro. Don't throw it out there.
It wasn't even unspecific. It was just a long time ex, and it was off and on for literally like 3 years. And I was just like, you know what? I just can't take the shit no more. So
What couldn't you take exactly?
just her and just feistiness and just every day.
I hear that crazy.
Like,
I need a little more feisty. I haven't had feisty in a while.
nah, you see, you say that now.
Yeah.
That was me with Crazy Woman at one point. I thought
Careful what
Crazy
you wish
Woman were
for,
like
G.
fun.
Yeah.
Be careful what you wish for.
Exactly. Be careful, motherfucker.
You're gonna be paying for 4 weddings, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I had that same phase where I thought like
And
Crazy
not
Woman were
4
mad
different
fun and
women.
shit.
It's one bitch you won't leave that makes you throw 4 weddings up top.
Akaash killing himself. We were off it, but we back.
Sorry, bro.
Akaash like Robert De Niro in the movie.
You work in media, bro. You can knock off these costs, like at least half of these costs, just by like,
Yo,
yo,
tax
I need a
write-offs,
DJ, I need a fucking, photographer. Like, fuck, you know
I
people,
just
we know
get upset
people.
at how dumb they think I am. My homie is also, his little sister's getting married. He planned a party for like 200 people. Party planner cost him $600. And he was like, yo, talk to my sister. She's throwing a wedding for 300 people. You know how much she said? $15,000. Like, I'm not stupid, yo.
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
That's a lot of money. 50,
So let me ask you this question:
Yeah.
You think
Who farted?
I did?
Okay.
there's no windows or ventilation in here.
I know, but that's why I have the pillow because I try to stuff it in there.
Yo, you went straight
science.
into them jeans, bro.
Silencer,
no
bro.
underwear, though.
No, but it goes through the jean because it's stretch.
Yeah, but you got a little doo-doo in them jeans
There's a
right
little
now.
doo-doo.
I always have doodle on my underwear, even though I wipe good.
But you wash underwear. You probably don't wash
It's
jeans
not
that
necessarily
often.
doo-doo. It's just
What?
a residue.
But it's a residue.
It's a residue.
It's a residue. So hold on. So Akaash, so
What up?
you got this situation where you got to spend all this money on
Yeah.
getting married,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is there any way that you guys could get married City Hall? Any
gosh.
way, City Hall wedding.
That's how you knew. Yo, you got a white girlfriend, dog.
That's what I'm saying.
First of all,
when you date white girls, you just think different. It's like they just cool with everything.
It's like going to college. It's just all of a sudden, your mind is just open to new possibilities.
Yeah.
son, you go to City Hall,
Yeah.
get married,
I'm with it.
okay? We know. You go to City Hall, you get. We know, bro. We know. We go to City Hall, we get married.
Right.
Okay. I'll be your witness.
Yeah.
Okay. What? I could witness it.
No, but
You just gotta look.
he's gonna convince his girl to go to City Hall.
Yeah.
And her favorite person in the world is gonna be the one witness to that.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready to get married, kinda? Y'all ready for a wedding? So we go there. You can have another witness if she prefers, but we go there. You go get married, right? You
Yeah.
go get married, Akaash,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You guys get married,
Yeah.
and then instead of spending all this money on the wedding, you guys use that money to plan for your future. You guys open up a Dunkin' Donuts. You know what I mean? You got,
I'm gonna be honest. I think I got a
that's
better.
where we went crazy. That's
I
where.
think I got a better chance at a Dunkin' Donuts hookup than I do a wedding hookup.
Yo,
Like,
real talk.
I think I
I'm
can
willing
get
to
a
bet you
Dunkin'
know a
Donuts.
guy that be like,
you know,
just
just
run
take
one of my
one,
Dunkin' Donuts. I got a couple of these on the side.
You know
Shit.
what?
Get you on your feet.
Fuck wedding hookups. I got somebody want to give me a Dunkin'.
Yo, this is why Indians really the best people in the world. Is They own a Dunkin' Donuts, right? So they give you the fucking heart problems and then they fix them. Like, this is genius next level shit, right? Like, you make motherfuckers obese and they're like, well, it just so happens my cousin could do that bypass for you.
You know what else we own? Convenience stores. You ever see healthy options at a convenience
These
store?
motherfuckers got the whole thing rigged, bro.
Yo.
They got the whole thing fucking rigged, bro. That's genius.
Yo, Indian food we be giving y'all mad cream.
Cream, butter. You go to India, you don't see none of that shit. But food totally
that
different out
shit.
there. You get us sick and then you fix us. Oh my God, is that why they call sick?
Did y'all invent the bacon, egg, and cheese? Did y'all invent the bacon, egg, and cheese?
Nah, bro, we don't fuck with pig like that.
That was
Tried to invent the
Yo,
I mean, where did that go?
Cass is the most coolest woke person I ever met in my time. I ain't listen to no more groans out of Cass. I ain't listen to no more woke shit. I want to hear nothing about take a knee. I want to hear nothing. I want to hear nothing. You just asked an Indian if he eat pig.
It's beef
No,
bacon,
if
though.
we invented the
Oh, yeah, invented.
Invented.
Like bacon, egg, and cheese been around all this time, and it took
Yeah.
Indians make it to America for them to put that shit together.
Like, if I had to put a number on it, like 89% of the bacon, egg, and cheese in my life that I've ever eaten was made by like
No,
an Indian
Arabs
person.
own those stores, bro.
what?
Oh my God, son. Yo, this is crazy, son. This is crazy.
My bad.
Who
out here,
owns
son.
Subways?
Indians,
That
bro.
Indians
on
are-
Subway.
Indians?
Yeah.
Hey, well, that's
I
why
wanna
the
make
yoga
sandwiches
mats was
there.
inside the fucking meat, bro. You didn't know that the meat was made out of yoga mats, son? It was, right?
That's like
They
the
was
McRib
making
meat.
meat out of yoga
Yeah,
mats.
we knew
and
y'all love yoga, so we knew you mind. We'd be like, whatever, they're good.
that's it. Bro, I'm telling you, Indians on another level. They getting this shit in a way that nobody has ever gotten it before.
Oh boy.
What else y'all do?
I don't know, bro. We be
Lose spelling bees to white women.
I can't believe y'all lost. Ties are lost, bro.
Y'all do
Bro, they
hashish,
ran out
right?
of
Y'all
words.
do,
What we supposed to do?
How you run out of
shisha?
words? Thick.
Ask them.
Say thick. Spell it. Thick.
BICC.
Forgot the H. Yo, Cass really became dumb. Cass is
That's thick, right?
Cass the dumbest. Cass the dumbest Nigerian.
That's a T on T.
No, you said B-I-C-C. You turned C-H into a letter, son. That's ill.
C-I-C-C.
Because the first sentence was like, damn, you're laughing really hard. I'm laughing really hard.
C-I-C-C. And then over here, like, that's not how you spell it. That's not how you spell it. How did you spell it,
There's a letter.
How we even got
God.
here?
My
How we even
gosh.
got here?
I have no idea.
How we even got
There's
here?
shisha too, right? Shishas?
Yo, son, this is so high, son. Yo, I'm good. Hey, everybody remember this when Cass get woke about some other shit. Remember this shit when Cass go on his woke shit. This motherfucker has no clue the difference between Indians and Arabs at all. It's thousands of miles away.
Not a clue. If Akaash doesn't tell me, like, I'm like, I don't know, bro. No
Son.
idea.
Son,
But I
y'all
love
not,
y'all.
y'all not slick, bro. I mean, y'all are, but y'all not. I really put this shit together right
Yo.
now. What else? What are industries are Indians in? Tech,
Yep.
right? You run tech.
Yep.
How many hours do they work in the tech industry?
Mad.
Maybe like
Mad.
18-hour days.
Yeah.
What do you need to stay up?
Kevin.
little coffee.
Oh.
Oh.
You know what else?
What's that?
You know who owns 5 Hour Energy?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Bipty?
A Bipty, dog. A Bipty. We out here, bro.
Bro, Indians really got the whole shit monopolized, and we didn't even think. Everybody's like, "Oh, the Jews control this." Jews. It's the Indians that control
We
everything.
brown Jews, dog. I've been trying to tell y'all.
Holy shit!
And there's way more of us. So you could try to kill us, but it's a lot. It's a lot of work. We're not good fighters, but it's a lot of us.
Bro,
It's
Can
literally,
be arduous.
literally the only strength is numbers.
Just get
Son, I should
Exhausted.
have known this shit. I should have known this shit from the jump, bro. Y'all fucking knew it. And y'all got this like it is what it is attitude about it. Like you say it to y'all and y'all don't even care. You're like that's what it is.
Yeah.
Even in the dancing, you're just like. It's just like, y'all dance like it is what it is, emoji. It be like that sometimes. You come to America and just run it. You just take over. Fuck. Where the white women at? That's the only line of defense.
Not around Alex. Just give him up.
Nah, I'm done.
Why?
He ain't done. He said that before the last white woman.
And then we went to Australia.
Yeah. that was the nail in the coffin.
The epicenter of Caucasian
Tapped out.
activity. So now what you want?
Need you a sister, bruh.
Take off.
Get you a black woman, bruh.
You gonna have like a sober October with white women.
Yeah.
You gonna go sober, no white women the whole month of October.
Yep.
You really think you could do it?
Yeah.
I don't think you can do it. Where's the next place they're going to?
If you we're going to Palm Beach, but that's at the end of October, so you can do it.
Okay.
But this is what I'm thinking.
What's up?
Excuse me. If you make it the whole month,
I might go celibate the whole month.
okay, but let's start with white women.
All right. It's all real cute.
I can do it.
You make it the whole month of October with no white women.
All right.
It's that hard for you?
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. Whatever he's about to say, I'm gonna take it.
The whole month of October.
Fuck it.
No white
go the rest
women,
of the year.
right?
Go the rest of the year.
you
Go till 2020.
He said you
Cass,
Go to
bugging.
2020.
Come on.
Guys, please, let me get this hypothetical.
Go
Please.
ahead.
Thank you. You make it the entire month with no white women, okay? If you fail, you got to get your dick sucked by a trans. If you win, Eden.
No, you, nigga.
Why am I involved?
Not you.
You gotta have something to-
You're making the
You gotta have something to give. Like if you're making the bet, that's usually how it goes.
So if you fail,
You gotta give him some incentive.
Yeah.
if you fail, I got to get my dick sucked by trans?
Yes.
No, if he succeeds, that's the bet.
Yeah.
Oh, if you succeed,
Yeah.
no women at all for all of October.
Yeah.
I got to get my dick sucked by
No,
a
no
trans.
white women.
Oh, now you not on it. Now you not on it.
You
Now
literally just
can't
talking that
do it.
celibacy
Hedging
shit.
bets. Literally hedging bets right
This
here.
motherfucker's hedging bets.
Fuck.
Hedging
Yeah,
bets.
nah, I ain't taking that. I have a lonely night.
I would do literally anything to get you to have sex with a trans woman.
Have sex with a trans woman. I'll run it back.
Watch out, share one.
If I have sex with a trans woman, you'll have sex with a
I'll
trans woman.
run it back.
The same trans?
Son, what type of
Son, is that
what
even-
type of Eskimo brothers?
Oh
That's
my
some next
God,
level shit
bro.
right there.
That's
Inuit. That's
different.
Inuit,
That
brothers.
is
'Cause
Inuit.
yeah,
It's in it.
Bro.
Inuit.
Oh my God, son.
We run
Real
it back.
talk. All right, so is that even cheating? That's not even cheating, bro. That's defense. That's like aggressive defense. Like, babe, I didn't even cheat. I was playing D, and my man had a pussy, and then whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord. So if I smash a trans, you'll smash a trans.
I run him back.
What if I get top?
Yeah, I'll get top. Whatever you do, I'll do.
Yeah, that should
You
be
gotta
our,
do it
that
first.
should be our
But
seventh.
Because I gotta have it on you if you gonna have it on me.
But
It sounds like both y'all just want to fuck transes.
Yo,
Yo, we traveled the world. We traveled the world as a couple.
He acting crazy once I got my phone.
My God.
His phone don't turn me gay. So, wait a minute. All right. But here's the thing. I get to smash whatever trans I want, but I get to pick your trans since I'm going
get the
first.
fuck out of here.
Same
I said
trans.
do the
going
same
first.
one.
Nah, how you know it's gonna like you?
It's gonna like me. It's gonna like me.
That'd be fucked up. You go through all this shit and the trans girl's like,
I'm not into him. I don't date
Son,
black
if he
guys.
rejected you, that'd be so wild, bro.
Yeah, I would feel really highly disrespected to it. High key disrespected.
Yo, that is
to
a
it.
funny thing. Like,
it's highly probable though. Like, she'll probably be like, yo, you're not,
you know how
she's
hard the
like, you're
trans
not
be
my
going
type.
on fucking dating apps.
yo, but isn't that a thing? Like, you
They
just
just throw
can't
some-
fathom that they got standards.
Sunday.
He's like, you're saying
You
no?
can't even fathom it. Like, you think you can walk up to any trans, the baddest trans, and be like, all right, yo, suck this dick. You ready for what you dream for? You know what I'm saying? I mean, isn't that so true?
God damn.
Wow, bro. But they could be like, I'm not into you. You're not the type of dick I like.
They'll look at you and be like, yo, you
That's
know how much
impossible.
famous dick they're probably getting that they can't say nothing about.
Yo, famous dudes be fucking trying. Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, Malik Yoba. Fucking,
all the DJs.
Malik Yoba is famous.
Hey, New York Undercover is a classic.
So,
bro.
yeah, you can.
25 years ago, bro.
Nah,
Still
it
slaps.
Still.
When was the last time you saw an episode of New York
It
Undercover?
don't matter. It's a part of my
Bro,
childhood.
that was the only black person on TV not in Cops. So that was very exciting for that. Yo, y'all really gonna get sensitive? We talking about fucking trannies, like
That's the
without
one.
even, and that's the one.
Like I said, yo, that's my woke gate
Black
right there.
Twitter is not on Patreon, son. It's okay. We
Nah,
got
we
laugh
felt,
at
we
these
felt
things.
I
bad
know
when he
that
said
by now,
Indians
shit.
and Dunkin' Donuts too.
Yeah.
I laughed.
No, we felt bad for you.
Oh,
Feel
yeah.
bad. Yeah.
Why? Y'all are fucking trans, dog. Stop that shit.
Yeah, why y'all feel bad? Y'all could call white women mongrels, but I can't make fun of y'all a little bit.
I mean,
Y'all really call them animals.
I mean, facts are facts.
Takes one to know one.
well, shit. What is
You know, y'all so soft, bro. Y'all so soft, yo.
Oh man.
Man up.
I mean, it's highly probable that one of y'all get curved by a trans woman. Like they probably hear this
By
podcast. Y'all
curved, you
talking
mean
shit.
his curvy dick inside of us? Bro,
Yeah.
you think you could deep throat a trans to the point where his old voice come back? You're like, this shit is so nice. Yo, fam, chill with that shit, son.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Yo,
Shout out to the T's.
totally separate note. I think I figured out the future of retail.
What's up?
And I'm just giving this shit away in a Patreon, so if any of y'all want to make it happen, go make it happen. This is what I would do. You know how you heard that fart?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I would do, right? You know how filters can adjust your face? You put that like little dog filter on, it can adjust your nose, adjust your cheekbones, it can adjust your eyes, make them big, do whatever it wants, right? What I would do is 2 phases. Phase 1, you go to the store and you can use the same filtering process to put on clothing on your person without even wearing them. Right now, the easiest way of doing that is putting on a generic shirt and generic pants, and then the app adjusts them based on the colors, the styles, everything that you want, right? That's in store. But the future is to be able to do it at home. So the store itself offers an app that allows you to look at yourself with the clothing that they have on and the size. The size is most important. Because how do I order something e-commerce if I don't know if the large is going to fit me
You don't
better
know
or
how
the
it's gonna
XL?
fit.
Exactly. And since we already have the ability to manipulate your face, we can manipulate clothing and all that kind of stuff. Now you never have to fucking leave. That is the future. In my
I almost feel
opinion.
like I saw that somewhere. Maybe not the generic shirt pants thing where it's
Yeah.
like, but I feel like I saw that somewhere where it's like,
Yeah, they got that already.
What part?
What is it?
It's called Amazon Echo Look.
Son, I'm a genius, son. I'm a genius, son. How did these nerds, they got to be the smartest people on the planet, and they thinking of shit, and I just thought of it.
Or maybe you might have seen it and subconsciously it's coming up like a new thought.
Son, I don't even know how to order shit on
It's more
Amazon.
logical.
Yo.
Let's be honest, bro.
Yo,
Anything technology, I'm retarded.
Son, this guy's the most retarded motherfucker. Son, like, he's really a 50-year-old in a
What is,
30-year-old
what
body.
is this article from? The Motley Fool? Click on that link, Ed.
Click on that right
Where it
here.
says the Motley Fool.
Right there. There you go. Yeah, there it is. 2017. 2 years ago.
Okay, clothes may help Amazon kill department stores. But well, let me see what it is, though. Keep going.
Well,
Well, when's the last time you've been to a
This
department
shit clearly
store?
didn't work. I'm gonna be honest. It's been about 3 years and we haven't really.
I mean, bro, like
It would be really
I've been
hard
to
to
a
do.
mall. I went
Yeah.
to Staten Island Mall
No,
like a
malls
few
are
weeks
done.
ago.
All malls are dead.
Shits are like, it's like a ghost town in there. I'm like, holy
But
shit.
they have that with sunglasses already. Like you can go to like Ray-Ban or something like
sunglasses,
that
yeah,
and just
I
take
can
a
see
picture
that.
of your face and then they
Sunglasses,
put it
haircuts. Now, the tricky thing with haircuts is your hair might not meet the specifications of the what's it called itself, the hairstyle. For example, like you have like a thicker hair, so
my shit grows in every different direction.
Oh, so that's something that you can't accommodate when you're doing
every
things.
barber I sit down, they're just like, what the
What the fuck is
this?
happening, right? But your hair actually looks good.
Yes, I was just telling Alex. Everybody thinks I style it. I've never. I don't remember the
It's
last
just
time I did
exactly how
anything with
it
my
goes.
hair. Yeah.
Really?
It's pretty lucky.
If you grew your hair out, like, would it just be like long?
It
like,
just grows
fucking...
like froish.
Oh,
And then
okay.
like kind of a curl, like
Swoop.
a half curl.
Yeah, in the front.
Got it.
Yeah. Basically, the point is you can't predict that. With clothing, you could predict, right? And if I'm me, I would, instead of Amazon trying to kill the department stores, fuck that. What I would do is get the technology and then license it to every single brand. License it to Gucci, license it to whatever. Own the tech. Own the fucking commodity.
That's a
That's
great
what
point.
it is. And then you give it to everybody and then have them all go at home. Now, you can all get shit on Amazon. Sure, that's fine. Or you can go directly to their website. But the fact that I can try it on at home
I think Amazon's goal is to shut down, is to be your one-stop for everything.
for everything.
Yeah.
So I think before they give it away,
You're right.
their larger goal is we want everybody to come here for everything.
Well, fuck
we can
them.
sell Gucci on our site.
You're right, but you know what? You're right, but fuck them, because I think that's bad for commerce.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
horrible for
Yeah,
commerce.
it's
Okay.
destroying every
So-
store.
So maybe this is how we fuck
You know
up
what, though?
Amazon.
My dad said this 15, 20 years ago, Walmart was like the fucking giant. And
Yeah.
especially in Texas, you saw it. Like, everybody went to Walmart. And my dad said, when I moved here in the 70s, people were doing the same thing with Sears. Oh, it's too big. Oh, what are we going to do? It's a monopoly. And then Walmart came and take it down. And then something's going to come and take down Walmart, which was Amazon. And something's going to come and take down that thing. Something's going to come take down Amazon. Like, this is just the way capitalism works.
We just love convenience, man. We
All
love
these things rise and
convenience.
fall.
Well, it was an interesting thing that Andrew Yang said. He's like, and I'm going to butcher it, but capitalism was predicated on the workforce being human, right?
Yes, that's a good point. Fuck.
And as the workforce shifts away from human to robot, capitalism can't sustain itself because now you have nobody to actually do the work and receive payment for the work, because capitalism was always about this idea that the harder I work, the more money I make.
Yeah.
So I'm incentivized to work harder. But now you have a workforce that does it without payment.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you have to upkeep, et cetera, at that. But the people themselves don't benefit, and the people themselves can't move up, and the people can't work harder and get more money. It's a scary situation. Like,
Very
capitalism
scary.
could fold, dog.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
This could be just capitalism's time.
fucking
You know, like-
capitalism, man. You see them Boston Dynamics fucking
Son.
robots.
Akaash been on this shit for a minute, and I never really jumped on it. But
Right,
like,
it's over.
And it's like every 6 months they show like how far they've come. Like
People are
first they're
saying
like
hundreds of years.
running, then they're flipping, now they're fucking breakdancing and shit.
Yeah.
Doing like all types of shit. So I'm just like, yeah, we're
How have we not shut down Boston Dynamics Group?
well, you want to know why? I did a little research of that. They got defense contracts.
I knew it.
had
That's
to.
because that's
Of
what
course.
the government's going to use this to fight wars.
Yeah,
That's
of course.
who's funding it. And I mean, there is.
You think they're gonna make like the real like Iron Man one day?
Oh, that
they
been
probably
out.
exist.
They already got that.
Shit.
That's it.
No. They got an Iron Man suit.
Look, this
There's a guy who
motherfucker
can
got-
fly with it.
Oh, what the fuck? This nigga's doing
Yeah.
I can't do this.
what?
And what's funny is they make it look like a human so we can understand it, but it doesn't have to take
It
that
doesn't
shape
have to
at
do
all.
that shit. Yeah.
Like it's,
it's
just so that we can see it as a robot. They've created like that. There's
Arms
a much
and
more
legs and all
efficient.
that, yeah.
There's a much more efficient shape. Like, why do you like legs allow you to fall? Why not
Yeah.
just be a ball
Yeah.
and just be able to bounce whenever you want and jump from any location? It doesn't matter. But the point is, so they have apparently defense contracts, and I mean, this is going to be the soldiers that fight the war.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how do you beat the Chinese army that has 1 million people or 10 million or whatever it is? Well, you just put
Send
drones out
robots,
there that
yeah.
can't get shot and die.
Send out the Sentinels like X-Men.
Yeah.
Real talk.
I was
It's
just
set
thinking
up
that in my
shit
head.
down,
Yeah.
yeah.
Son.
That's what the future became, the Sentinel.
100%. So it's like, and that's, I mean, some people say that about Elon Musk.
The way he's.
It's like, why he get to do all his space shit? That's the trade off. It's like, yo, you want to do all this little cute space shit? All right, bet.
Give me the defense
What
contracts.
what you packing,
It's
fam?
Tony Stark.
You want to get that nice little cute,
That's how Tony Stark got his
100%.
bread, man.
So it's like, you want to do that
Here's
cute
what's
little
scary
electric
about.
car?
Here's what's scary about having the robots fight the war is like with nukes. There was this at some point. It was like mutually assured destruction. Y'all got nukes. We got nukes. If we fire, we're gonna end this whole fucking thing.
Yep.
We could try to do that with robots, but the robots are learning on their own, and they're going to get much smarter than us. And when we can't control them, then what happens? Nukes, we got a button we press.
All right.
Robots are going to be like, no, I'll deprogram any button that you can try to press. I'm much smarter than you.
Oh, yeah.
Matter of fact, you are my button. Like, I'll do whatever the fuck I want with you guys.
Once robots get consciousness, it's a wrap.
It's already. If you watch these documentaries, there's one on this game called Go, and like it's like this. I don't know, some kind of game that they play. They have tournaments for every year, and they taught a robot how to play, and every year the robot got better and better, and now it's to the point that like the opening moves that the robot does in one tournament against the greatest player in the world, he was just like, I don't even understand what the fuck this guy's trying to do, this robot. And then it just kicked the shit out of the guy. Like, they couldn't even conceive of the way in which it was winning now.
That's what happened with Kasparov, I think, in chess.
Yeah.
When they had the robot play.
Yeah.
Kasparov beat him the first game.
Yeah.
And then they found out the robot could learn. And then the robot beat him the next 4 games.
Shit is terrifying.
I'm not even worried at all. Selfishly, I don't think it can get to the point of like our destruction.
25
in our
years.
Lifetime. Nah, I don't think so.
That's what everybody keeps saying, hundreds of years.
I don't think so. I don't think hundreds, but I think
Anything
This
that
robot could already
older
kill
than-
about 5 of us. This Boston Dynamics thing.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, but
And it's only getting better.
You can blow it out.
And it's already on the internet. Anything that's already out there,
We got
you
stuff
have
to
to
blow
assume
that up,
that
though.
like the 4th or 5th generation of that is already made, that they're just not showing us.
Here's the conspiracy theory. So, and we'll see if it happens. If it happens, then we're crazy. Here's a conspiracy. We're not crazy. So right now they showed us aliens, right? You saw that little story came out with the aliens, right? They got Elon Musk doing all this space shit. We want to go to Mars. We want to figure out all that shit. But they feeding us a lot of alien shit. Bob Lazar was on out of nowhere. He's back on Rogan.
Yeah.
Dude was silent forever, but now he's back on Rogan.
Didn't you meet him?
Yeah, we had dinner, and what's his face comes out with the alien. Then U.S. Navy says, there's some alien shit going on. This, that, the other. The conspiracy theory is there could be a 9/11-esque event that they'll say is from aliens. And inside job type of thing. But what happens is if it's from aliens, the rest of the world comes together and goes, well, we gotta
go kill some
fight
aliens.
these. I mean, what did Trump do the second he comes into office, right? What do you announce? Space Force. Right? We need to fight intergalactic, we need to be safe to fight intergalactic, whatever, this, that, the other. So,
son, that's just the plot of Independence Day.
what's that?
What you're saying?
It is
the plot of Independence Day.
No,
That's
it's
what
not, because Independence Day, it's real aliens. So what I'm saying in this situation is
A
it's
fake
not.
Independence Day?
Yeah. Every alien movie is that plot,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which is, or even not even alien movie. Sometimes it's not an alien. Sometimes it's an asteroid, right? It's like, this asteroid's coming. How is the whole world going to come together to fight it, right?
Because that is what it's going to take.
Yeah.
And maybe the powers that be, these fucking billionaire elites that run the world are basically going, all right, we're going to tear each other to shreds. It's about to get really fucked up. The only thing that could unite us is if there's a threat outside of us. And that brings us all together out of fear that this outside threat is going to take us all out.
So you think this big thing is going to cause world peace somehow?
That is the argument. I mean, that you've seen this theme in a lot of different like movies. The Watchmen was like a cartoon, whatever, comic book, and that's the theory. Like the really smart guy in The Watchmen goes, the only way for us to stop fighting each other and to have world peace
Fight
is
someone else.
if there's something bigger trying to get us. And that's usually how it works. Now, if they are able to pull it off, who the fuck knows? And again, this is completely conspiracy theory. But if some wild shit happens that they say didn't come from us, it was alien tech, and this could be 5 years from now. They could be setting it all up.
Yeah.
But if we
Be
keep hearing a lot of
tomorrow.
alien shit, and Elon Musk gets to keep playing with his spaceships and shit, I wouldn't be surprised. I would I remember he was on Rogan. He said that shit. I don't know if you like being me. He was on Rogan, and they were like, "What is it like being you?" He goes, "I don't know if you like it."
That's great.
I thought that was about just having to think about things all the time
Yeah.
and whatever. Maybe it ain't.
Yeah.
Maybe it's I in order for me to do this shit, I sold my soul.
Yeah. There's a price to pay.
Is it plausible? I mean, it's crazy, but is it plausible?
Kind of like the Avengers, bro. Like
I'm
Shield.
Still more
like
scared of
Shield was
robots.
supposed to be fucking this big thing that protects us. And,
I mean,
you know,
I'm telling you, 25 years is a wrap. Wrap.
it's a good. We had a good run.
The arrogance is. The thing is ironic though is humans became the super predator or whatever, apex predator, and then they created the thing. It's like what progressed us so far and what is also going to kill us. is like this constant search for knowledge and trying to make everything better and trying to make life easier, push society to this insane point. Like, can you imagine fucking dogs building houses? Like, what other animals doing this?
Yeah.
But then a dog would also never build something that would kill all the dogs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just like,
Fuck. Damn, I wish I was high for this.
I'm gay. So
No, it's 100% true. It is unique about us. We have this like weird ability to.
Do you think like superheroes exist?
LeBron, I don't know.
I mean, like, do you think eventually they're gonna have to do some real life Avengers shit and be like, yo, there's like some guy out here who can like fucking,
Nah, bro.
we could shoot him up with some shit and give him the super steroids. Like, we all just got the bullshit steroids in the NFL and baseball. Like, this shit will make you like,
Oh,
really,
super soldier type
Yeah.
stuff? Yeah.
That I could see.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be like crazy different, but it'll be different. We already know steroids make you better, right?
Of course,
so
yeah.
there's a different version of that. I mean, you can keep people up for crazy hours. You can have like, I bet that limitless drug to a certain extent exists.
Of course. I just want to see somebody like leap from like building to building on some fucking what's the shit? Hancock. Remember Hancock? That movie?
Yeah.
He didn't really fly, but he just jumped really fucking high and shit. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if
think
it's
that could
going to get
happen.
that crazy, but I mean, maybe. You never
It's
know.
gotta be. It's gotta be somebody out there that could take
We'll
it.
give you some shoes. Like, I think tech will get us there before anything. Just
Yeah.
give you some shoes that let you fucking bounce crazy.
Some.
Little rocket ships on them. Who knows?
They gotta find our best guys. Like go to NFL, give it to fucking Lamar Jackson. Be like, here, put on these fucking shoes and save the world. Flash.
You don't like running? You're going to learn to like
You
it.
don't like the fucking.
Oh, yo, speaking of aliens, you know they got $250,000 ban in New York now if you use the term illegal alien?
That's right. It's
What?
It's
Up to.
It's a hate word or some shit. That's why all these organizations are so like they're smart in their induction, right? Because there's so many problems. It's no different than like the Environmental Protection Agency, like
Yeah.
EPA, right? You need it, right? Because motherfuckers were just throwing garbage on the grass. There was no recycling, nothing. It was just being it was just dirty. The world was just dirty. So they came in. They're like, hey, throw shit in the garbage. Hey, don't just put your waste in the river. You know, very basic shit. And then they ran out of shit to do. But they still need a job. Because anybody who has a job doesn't want to lose their job. So
Right.
they're like, hey, don't use plastic straws. Hey, don't use plastic bag. Okay, what else do we got? Hey, don't take too many deep breaths. You know what I mean? It's like they're just running out of shit to do, and that's what the anti-defamation, all these like little leagues is like they're running out of shit to say that's wrong. So they go, calling someone an illegal alien is a hate crime. Why? That's what they are.
That'll call them undocumented.
But don't you mean the same shit?
At a
Same
certain
word.
point, though, at a certain point, that's going to become a bad word. Undocumented is going to have a stigma to it.
Because they'll have nothing to do, so they'll have to invent a new
Oh,
thing.
I'm
that's wrong.
undocumented, so I just don't exist. So there's just no documents with my name on it. Or this could be so. That's
so stupid.
George Carlin had a bit about this. It's like
was?
it started with shell shock when a soldier came back from war, and then it became something else, and then it became something else, and now it's post-traumatic stress disorder. And like you just added a bunch of syllables to it. It's the same fucking meaning.
Yes.
And then at some point, that's going to be PTSD. You can't just call them PTSD. It's this
Yes.
handicapped.
It's never the word, it's how you mean it.
Yeah.
Like, I can say handicapped in the way that is completely disparaging,
Yeah.
right?
Then it's differently abled. It's
I
not
can be like,
disabled. differently
dude,
abled.
I can say all those things in the rudest fucking way, or
Yeah.
say them in the kindest way. You have to judge it by how I say it, not the word itself. The word itself is never hateful.
Yeah.
The word itself is never hateful. How the word is used is hateful.
And it will always be people using it hatefully, no matter what the fuck you call it. So you're just gonna have to keep finding different words.
You think when a racist says black, he hates black people less?
No.
He hates them just the same as when he says the N-word, right? The hate is inside.
Yeah.
How you're basically giving him an option to hate black people publicly. You're helping out the racists. You're going, hey, as long as you say these words, no one's going to know you're racist.
Oh, thank God. Oof.
That's right. It's like, nah, that shit is so stupid. All these things
Damn.
are fucking stupid.
Another law, Deportes law that we didn't talk about, fair pay for play is passed.
Love it.
So what does that mean?
So fair pay for play, I did it on Cause and Effect, Revolt, and Eden. And basically in California, they passed a law saying that you could make money off of your likeness now. Like the NCAA, the school doesn't have to pay you, but like if you're a guy that could make some money off of
Sell autographs.
the basically you don't have to sell away your rights to your likenesses to the NCAA to sign to a college anymore.
Now, how does this affect the teams that are in the NCAA?
Well, Right now it doesn't, but until 2023, the NCAA isn't willing to let any teams in California play at any NCAA sanctioned events. But the thing about that is, like, a lot of states are starting to pass similar laws in New York City and South Carolina and Florida, like all these.
So
big,
NCAA is banned. USC,
The NCAA
UCLA.
is going to kill itself.
Yeah.
Is what's going to happen,
Yep.
I think, in the end.
Yep.
Because you can't stop this freight train. This has been coming for decades.
Oh yeah, and if California
Maybe
is the
centuries.
first fucking school, like that's a whole, it's damn near the whole Pac-10.
And do you
As-
think a pro prospect really
Or
gives a
Pac-12.
fuck if I could go to LSU and compete for a national championship, or I could go to USC and fuck tons of bad bitches and make hundreds of thousands of dollars?
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? What a tough decision.
It's gonna kill. It's gonna kill the NCAA. It's gonna kill their tournaments because why the fuck would I want to go watch an NCAA tournament when it's not really? Well, I can watch the Pac-12 tournament and watch like the best of the best like play against each other, and that's the real fucking.
They're gonna stall too. They're gonna
NCAA
appeal and
championship.
appeal and appeal and appeal.
You know what else?
But you can't stop this.
It's going to increase corruption in the NCAA schools because the only way they'll be able to compete
Oh
Of
yeah,
course.
100%. Great
Coast
point.
schools.
is by paying them the same amount of money that they would make there. Now that you have this rampant corruption in the NCAA schools, the NCAA is going to have to address it in some way. You can't keep finding the schools because now you got less and less fucking schools.
Great point.
I'll tell you what's gonna happen.
It's
though.
over.
What's gonna happen though is
lifetime.
like
That's pretty
these
cool.
big time college programs that have like highly paid like college coaches, they're gonna have to be the ones to step out and be like, NCAA, you gotta let them do this. Like, or else they're gonna look like hypocrites. Like Tim Tebow was the first one to step out and be like, oh my God, this law is so stupid, and they killed him for it. And
What was his argument?
he was basically saying like, well, you know, this is gonna kill everything that's special about college football because what's fun about college football is that, like, you know, your grandfather went to the school and he had dreams of playing for Florida and yada yada yada. It's like all this big traditional crap that he was spewing out, and he got murdered after saying that. I mean, he has his points.
He could
but-
make the argument because nobody could have made more money in college than Tim
Of
Tebow.
course, and
so
that's
he
the
sacrificed
funniest shit.
way more than everybody else. So if he's willing to come out and say it, you got to at least listen.
At
You
the same
listen, but
time,
then it's
not a
also
lot of
like
people-
you're in a different position. Probably you probably didn't need the money. Some people need the money, and we
Yeah.
talked about this.
Yeah, yeah,
and you're not giving them a real education.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck if it's a scholarship. If you're majoring in kinesiology, you can't do a lot with that.
Yeah, I mean that sounds
And
fancy.
honestly, this
but
is already kind of happening in high school. Like they have like these specialized high schools that are basically just like pro athlete factories, like
Oh,
IMG
yeah.
Academy, like
Yeah.
Montverde, like all these schools. They have like little bullshit classes, but basically you're
The
going to school.
one-year schools?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you're basically just going to school just to train for college or the pros. And you know this guy Jimma. I forgot Gotwich or whatever. I see he was at the Slam thing. He was this fucking African kid with stupid bounce. He's on Sports Center a bunch of times. He foregoed college and foregoing the senior year of high school just to go to this like pro factory
Oh, yeah.
and declare himself for the NBA draft. Now he's not that good, but he's a viral sensation. Like he does dunks that nobody in the world can fucking do.
Skinny
And he's
black
not-
kid.
Skinny black
Put
kid.
his
He
name, like,
did it
between his legs.
between both
Yeah,
legs,
yeah.
all that type of shit.
Behind both legs. It was
Yeah,
interesting,
the Aaron Gordon shit, just like with
Yeah.
no mascot.
What's his name?
Jimma Gatwich or some shit.
You've seen the clip.
Yeah.
and he's not that good.
He's not that great. Like he's not a guy. Like he's not like Alonzo LaMelo Ball, where I'm like, oh, he's a pro.
Right,
like RJ Hampton, he's a pro. But like he's just like an extremely ridiculous athlete, and he stands to make a shit ton of money just being this guy who just does incredible fucking dunks everywhere. Kind of like fucking like. All right, this is the kid right here.
My man look like Bull.
But you know, like that kid, he's you know he's not. That's his shit. Like I watched him play. He's
How
an
tall is
alright
he?
basketball player. He's like 6'4", 6'5". Not super tall, but just
mean,
jumps out the fucking
He
gym.
jumps out the fucking. And where does that power come from?
He
He has no,
has no calves.
calves. His quads are skinny. Like this is just.
Where
Dog,
is that
we did the
leaping ability
fucking-
coming from?
How old is he?
Oh, he's got to be 17. He's going into his what would be his senior year, but he forgoed his last year, and he's going to some fucking I forgot the school, but it's in Georgia, and basically it's just preparing you for professional basketball.
I mean, I
And the
get it.
NBA team might take a chance on him because he's got a name and he's famous and
He's
he'll
got
land on some
raw
summer league
athleticism.
teams. But yeah, he's got raw athleticism. But you know, he's not a pro. He's not a guy who's like he's going to be an NBA player, or NBA star, or whatever. Even though that was a nice ass move. But yeah, like high school's already doing this. So it's like with college, like why the fuck would you?
The NCAA cannot see how short-sighted it's been.
Of course, and eventually they're gonna see the error of their ways and just be like, all right, yeah, we gotta, or just lose out on billions of dollars.
What makes a person jump high? I mean, that
kid, this white kid is fucking nice. Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, but
How do you know this?
I know a lot of high school basketball, man. Like it's the only place where the game's still kind of pure.
what? Let's go
So I
back to
love
this.
watching it.
What physically is enabling his? I mean, is this just fast twitch?
Yeah.
Muscle
Fast twitch
fibers,
muscles.
but he just has the fastest twitch muscle
I
fibers.
guess, yeah.
But at a certain point in time, you need muscle mass to do something, right? Like a guy with a super skinny biceps can't curl
Yeah.
100 pounds.
Yeah, but he's just lifting. So lifting less weight is actually probably better. I mean, you need muscle, sure, but like,
I
And it freaks me out too because he's not built really. He's not built really well. Like one injury, and I don't think he could do any of this
Oh
anymore.
yeah, he's skinny.
You look at Dennis Smith Jr. Like he had a big leg injury going into college, and he's just fine just because he's built.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Him, he's
No, he's skinny.
he tears the ACL, and like he's not getting up. He'll still get up, but he ain't getting up like that no more.
No, he's built like Jamal Crawford.
Yeah, he ain't got game like him though. But I mean, he's young, so who knows? He could turn into something.
I mean, this kid is just jump out the gym. This is anyway. What else we got? Akaash?
Kyle Kuzma signed to Puma and got hurt as soon as he signed. He didn't even play a game. Isn't that crazy?
No, he did it.
Shout out
that
to Puma,
wild?
love Puma.
Kyle Kuzma's hurt. Puma ain't sent me nothing, so I'm going to say whatever I want until they do.
Go ahead, I'll stay right here.
What happened? What's his injury, Kaz? This is a serious one.
Is it?
It's not nothing.
So I
Significant,
think
I'll say. Maybe not.
He got the injury during Team USA trials, and that's why he backed out to get ready for the season. And
Right.
apparently, like it's still lingering. And this is shortly after he signed to started wearing Puma and signed to Puma.
Yeah, no, it'd be happening like that.
Yeah.
What is the
What's
injury?
Kyle Kuzma's injury?
I want to say it's a foot injury, if I remember correctly.
I think it's a couple months. If I'm not mistaken. I just couldn't believe.
They're trying to say he won't be ready for the start of the season,
Yeah, and that's a big.
and that's a big
blow.
piece for the Lakers. Like he's probably
Zeta got no
he's their
depth
third
already.
best player.
Yeah, no, they need that.
He's their third best player.
Somebody was making an argument that like sex workers are no different than athletes. Did you hear this?
No.
Let's indulge in that. What is the biggest issue with sex work?
A lot of
Besides,
time
it's
it's
like
illegal.
immoral.
A lot of times they don't get paid anything at all. Like, pimps and all that.
Let's say best case scenario.
They don't have a union.
Yeah, let's say best case scenario they do. They are getting paid. They control their destiny or something like that.
Okay.
And let's just talk about the work itself.
Oh, it's fine. I have no moral qualms with sex work.
Yeah.
Really?
Sex
Yeah.
work is work.
How is it different than porn? I don't understand.
There you go.
I see zero difference.
You could
Porn
have
is actually a little weirder. Like, I'm getting fucked so other people can watch me, and that's why I get paid.
I always thought about that. Like, if prostitution is legal, why not just put a video
put a camera there.
Yeah.
in the hotel room and then just say that you're making a porn and that's completely okay.
Yeah.
Okay, agreed on that. Right? Like I would do that every single time, and not even press record, but just in case someone busts in, be like, "Nah, we
we're
were
working
porning
here.
We were doing porn."
Yeah.
So,
lighting and shit.
have one light.
so,
Have a boom guy.
dude, worst job in the business.
Oh my
Jeez.
god.
There's nut flying everywhere. You have your hands to block it. Just stay in there. Get that. Okay.
So it drip off slowly.
Dude, horrible. So, the argument that how is it different than athletics? I think there's this moral qualm that people have with porn, right? But is there a moral qualm that people have with like football players knowingly getting head injuries and being involved in this like life-threatening
There's
shit?
a little weird thing with a lot of football fans I know where it's like, I don't know how to not watch at this point, but like, yeah, I see why. But then again, the player says he's cool with it, which sex worker, if they say they're cool with it.
I can see that. I can see that. Like, sex and violence are two vices that, Americans in general are just always going to be drawn to. So if it's like, for some reason in America, violence is way more acceptable than sex.
Yeah.
Like, it's way more acceptable to sit there and watch, like, Scarface and somebody get his head blown off a million times.
Yeah.
But, like, if I'm watching I don't know, fucking Showgirls or some shit.
Right.
It's got to get an NC-17 rating. I can't like what's worse for somebody's psyche, watching something that everybody does or watching something that maybe like 2% of the population do, which is murder people.
Yeah,
Go on.
Football's real, so like,
Sex is real.
that's rated G.
Everyone has it.
No,
Is
but
there? Go on.
yeah, I'm saying like football is not only, it's not even NC-17. It's rated G. Anybody can watch a football
Yeah,
game,
kids
True,
can watch
right,
it. Whereas
right.
like,
and it's real. People dying.
here's a question. Is there anything ethical that we have to be concerned with, like that it could normalize certain sexual behavior? That because like they say, you know, people watch a lot of porn, like certain things just don't turn them on and they get desensitized to just regular sex. It needs to get weirder. Do we have to like be concerned about a population, and do we have to like limit certain things so we don't just kind of fall into this like weird pornography, like
Desensitity.
I think the limits would need to happen on porn even before sex work, because like
that's
if you,
personal shit. That's a good argument.
yeah, and the shit gets like, you're not gonna porn. You can just watch every single day, and then you
Non-stop.
need crazier and crazier stuff to get the same release.
And then and that's
I
in a
can't
weird
fuck a hooker
way.
every day. Nobody got the kind of money or stamina. Like, I'm good. Once a week, I'm good. Let's just do the thing.
And then
And if you do something weird to the hooker, that's between you and the hooker.
Yeah.
It's not normalizing it across 350 million people.
Yeah.
Where like every porn is like, you see where we're going with this shit. It's like every porn now is a mom fucking their like stepkid.
Yeah.
How far are we from a mom fucking their kid, yo? Like, I don't think it's that.
What's
I know
her
this
name
sounds
said
crazy.
it was the highest viewed
Sylvia
porn she
Sage.
did. Yeah. Sylvia
right.
We're into the deviancy of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the deviance of it, right?
Yeah.
And it's only going to push to more deviance.
Yeah.
And at a certain point in time, we got to be responsible for the people, right? Like, I don't want to be overbearing government guy, but like at a certain point in time, you need to go, hey, that water's not safe to drink, so we should put something in it to make it safe.
Well, you kind of got to
Same
look
thing
at it
with
the
porn,
same way
right?
as like school shootings, where it's like there's been so many school shootings, you're just kind of like desensitized to it. The only difference is like they don't show porn on like the 5 o'clock news, or you know, they don't show porn, like there's not breaking news when like Sylvia Sage fucked her son, let's go live to such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not everywhere like violence is. For some reason, violence is way more. It hits home more. Like we're a lot. It's a lot more digestible to Americans for
It's
some
innate.
reason.
We
Than,
like
than
violence.
sex is. Yeah,
It's
like,
a human thing. There's a reason why we watch boxing, MMA, all these things. We enjoy violence. Like, and we enjoy sex. I think you make the point, then it's 100% right. It's just at a certain point in time, we have to at least address how much violence is okay. When you have no violence in your life, and then you see something a little bit violent, you're like, oh, that was
shit.
violent.
Yeah.
But if we're inundated with violence, and then we see some violence, it's quite normal. It's like a kid who grows up in the hood and hears some gunshots. That ain't a big deal. And then all of a sudden, somebody who grows up on the Upper East Side, they hear some gunshots. Like, let's call the police. What's going to happen?
Yeah.
You know, so it's like the
It's
same
fucked up.
shit is
I kind of
happening.
feel like that now.
Real talk.
Like I just left Harlem, and I wasn't even like in the terrible part of Harlem. Like,
Yeah.
but it's loud there. Like you know, my old place was like near a police department, so like I'll hear sirens
Yep.
and shit like that. Now I'm in quiet ass New Jersey, and if I hear a siren, I'm like,
What's going on? Is there a problem?
something's happening. You know what I'm saying? But before I was like, it's Harlem.
Yo, there's an argument, and we're gonna have this porn star on this week or next week or some shit. But we're gonna have a porn star on, and we'll talk. But maybe we talk to her about that. Like, is there a concern with how far it can go, and like, do we have to like take care of a population? Like, I don't want my fucking teenage kid thinking that like.
Starting off at mom fucking son porn.
So I'm starting out with pregnancy porn, bro. That shit is on the internet. I can't click it. It's on the internet. I cannot do it. A real pregnant woman.
I
Bro.
couldn't imagine growing up with Pornhub. I couldn't imagine growing up with like porn being so easily accessible that it is. Like we all grew up on like what, scrambled TVs,
Yeah.
magazines with like suggestively showed like what was it, show
Yeah.
Skinemax movies. Like we progressively got into like the shit where you can literally just see whatever porn you want on your phone now. Whereas some motherfuckers like they coming in with that. So
Immediately.
I kind of disagree. I kind of disagree.
Go,
I
what do
think
you think?
like all that different kinks and sexual deviancy has existed throughout history.
Yeah.
And I don't think porn has really changed things very much because, like, I started fucking early and I tried many different things, and it's like now I'm more vanilla than I used to be before.
I think that's
Like,
why prostitution should be legal, though. That's my point. Is you started fucking early. Imagine the guys who aren't getting pussy and just watching porn. Their shit gets weirder and weirder and weirder until they get pussy, and that's a whole generation of kids probably not fucking at 13, but they can watch porn at 13.
And they have a warped sense
I've
of what
traveled a
sex
lot,
is. Like,
and
do you
it's-
think you have a warped sense of what sex is now, or do you think you've had so much sex growing up that you're almost like fucking, you're kind of just desensitized?
Nah, I kind of just, like, I've experienced a lot, so now I just know what I like and I know what I don't like. But, like, working, when I used to work with Horrible, that shit used to, like, shock me hearing some of the stuff that would go on in that show. But then I realized, like, yo, people are just into different things. Like, people have these kinks and there's nothing off in their head. It's just
Right.
like,
It's not
hey,
an
they
off
just
thing,
like,
but there's a thing that you with porn, you actually like need to watch crazier and crazier porn as you keep watching it to get the same release.
We're talking
I
about
think
there's a couple
Alex's
different
point-
things. One thing is sexual deviancy, and the other thing is pornography, right? And like sexual appetite. Like I think what you're talking about, these things have existed through history.
Like
You're 100%,
fetishes?
You're
Yeah.
100% right, but they often come about the same time in history. Right, times of incredible abundance and luxury. Like you look at like Rome and like Greece, like times where there is, you know, you are the economic power of the world, and there's no responsibility, nothing to do, and then all of a sudden they start divulging into some pretty weird shit. You get into like some pedophile stuff. You know, like there's just nothing else out there, right? Like I don't think there's a lot of pegging going on in the fucking Amazon. You know, because they're like, how do we not get eaten by a panther?
Right.
Right.
No, I think Alex's point is that some people do have that progression where they're like, oh, I started off with vanilla shit and now I just need weirder and weirder shit to get me on. And there's some people who are just like, some people just like shit up their ass. Like they just have oral fixations or anal fixations, and
Right.
like they're just born that way, and that's just shit that they're into.
I don't know if I'd believe that.
I think was that the point you're trying to make?
Yeah,
I
because
don't-
it's like,
I don't believe that.
like, not to get too graphic in my past, but like I've tried the
BDSM.
BDSM stuff,
Yeah.
and like I just wasn't into it. And like I was with girls that were really into it. They would get so turned on, and me, I just like,
What is that? That's that video game the Japanese kids play? Jumping around and shit?
choking them and like ball
DDR.
gags and all that
DDR,
extra
yeah.
shit.
No, I understand what
So
you're
it's
saying.
like I was exposed to it, and I went away from it.
No, there's nothing that you might not be into it, right? And certain people might be into it, and I 100% agree. Listen, I'm not saying you shouldn't explore your sexuality. I'm not saying that at all. I think that you should absolutely explore your sexuality. I think the limit to which you explore it is based on how normalized certain acts are. For example, you know, choking and hitting and these types of things, which regardless of how you want to, if you want to believe it or if you don't want to believe it, are quite human. I mean, if you look at sex between like any animals, and we are animals, it's not fucking cozy. It's violent in a lot of ways. So we have some of that in our DNA still, right? Like I think on some level, you know, so it's like there's a dominance that's exposed through it, right? It's like I'm going to, you know, choke you or I'm going to do these things. You're just showing, hey, look, I'm a dominant male. You're with the right person, right? When you start getting into like the weird, kinky, like almost like kid shit and like that kind of stuff, like, I mean, like the fucking stepson, the mom and stepson, that's like a safe version of like pedophilia, right? Like that's what we're watching, right?
Not really, because it's no one's underage during those things, and
Yeah, but
it's
it's
like the fantasy of like, hey, these two people aren't related. They're not supposed to be hooking up.
What
so
is-
that is the
What is barely legal? Like just think about the wording.
Yeah. Like they literally wait until like she just turned 18 years old last week and she's doing her
Son.
part for the first time. And maybe a
You
lot of times it's not
like-
even true.
I wouldn't say not
they
very
gotta tell the
long
story.
ago you would have fucked a 18-year-old.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't.
That's barely legal.
No. I know, but the fact that I'm not like looking for that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
I would
if one
fuck an
came
18-year-old
along,
that didn't look barely legal. I would fuck an 18-year-old that happened to be 18, but she looked like she's in her like 20s and she's a smoke show and she's beautiful.
Gotcha.
Like Ariana Grande is 24. I wouldn't touch her with a fucking 10-foot pole because she looks barely legal. She looks illegal. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
but you think porn is contributing to certain people being into those things? I think that's just in it, and then they go seeking for it.
I think it normalizes it, and I think to what Akaash was saying earlier is like, you need something a little bit stronger. It's just like alcohol. You build up a tolerance.
I guess I see what you mean because it's like with barely legal or like having the. It's like you're having access to the fantasy in your head.
Yeah, in a safe way.
comparison
It's
to
a
like
safe way.
if he were to come across an 18-year-old and then he's fucking her, like it's
You
feeding
don't think
into
barely legal people would want to watch 17? They're watching barely legal because that's the most they're allowed to watch. But you don't think if there was some weird dark website where 17 was up, that you think?
I'm sure it exists. I'm sure it exists.
Yeah, my argument is that I just don't think it's porn that's doing it.
Fair enough. You think that we have a natural curiosity about these things, and I think that there's validity to that and truth to that. I think both things can be true, but we know for a fact that porn can alter your mind state, right? That's proven, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Anything, any media.
Any media can alter your mindset and like make you more comfortable and like the position that you're in. So we just have to be diligent. I think in some ways is like with what we give people. Like I know we're like fuck censorship and all that shit. Yeah, we don't want to be censored 100%. There are limits to censorship. Like we all agree you shouldn't show little kids fucking.
Yeah.
Right? We agree there's some, we think that like there are certain platforms.
Our limits to censorship is like the premise is we're joking to joke.
And what we're doing
here to make
is
people
illegal.
laugh. And it's not inherently like
Illegal
and mean-spirited, right? Shit that is illegal that could cause long-term harm to people should absolutely be censored. Like, don't show kids get anything that involves children, anything that involves violence to children, sexual violence, any of that type of shit. Yeah, of course. Do away with that shit. But our whole thing about free speech and saying what we want and not being censored is because it's like, at the end of the day, you guys are comedians. I'm a fan of comedians. We just like jokes. And we know at the end of the day,
If
no
there
one's
was a
getting
study
hurt.
that offensive jokes changed your brain chemistry, I would think a little bit about what
Right.
joke I use and what joke
we
I
know
don't.
for a fact that
That it
the
doesn't.
opposite is quite true.
Yeah.
Those clean comedians are out here raping, and the dirty comedians haven't done shit.
Yeah, we the good guys dressed like the bad guys.
Look at your man Bill Cosby, son. He's the
Exactly.
cleanest motherfucker out here.
Should have said some curse words.
Should let his pants sag.
Real talk. Maybe said a couple rape jokes he wouldn't be raping in real life. Maybe that's the cure.
God
Anyway,
damn.
guys,
Questions?
thank you so much. Oh shit, we got some
Questions.
Patreons. Oh shit.
Preguntas.
There's not a ton anyway, so don't stress.
Okay.
All right, now the website got to reload. This motherfucker. I gotta get that new phone, yo.
You want to give dates?
Yo, make sure theandrewschultz.com. Go get that New York second show. Town Hall is getting close to sold out, so get on that. Same for Boston. West Palm Beach, we're going to be out there. And yeah, I love y'all. Thanks so much, theandrewschultz.com. Salt Lake City, we added a few more. We're cooking up something else. We got a big announcement coming in the next, I would say 3 weeks. We'll have a big announcement going.
Nice.
Beautiful.
But yeah, man, I'm very excited. Good shit popping. Akaash.
AkashSing.com. Show dates. Next two coming up are October 11th, I believe. That's the Friday. Minneapolis, Sisyphus Brewing, 2 shows, 8 and 10:30. And then Detroit, October 12th, I believe, at the Independent Comedy Club at 8 o'clock.
October 8th, I will be moderating a talk at the Adidas store with the founders of the Rolling Loud Festival. So if you guys love that, while the Rolling Loud Festival's in town, I'll be talking with those guys. Shout out to Adidas. And October 12th, Duce Palooza, DC, Howard Homecoming, pull up. Tickets are available on DucePalooza.com/tickets.
Okay, Brian English. Why can't today's professional athletes just ball out and let their play do the talking for them? Baker Mayfield talks shit better than he plays. He's so damn thin-skinned for somebody playing their dream sport for millions, yet he's always ready to get into Twitter fights with everyone who is against him. These are in quotes. He's just like KD, actually worse than KD. He hasn't won shit yet.
I don't care, man. I don't care. I mean, like, I'm not one of those people that think athletes should talk less. I'm like, yo, Baker Mayfield wants to talk some shit. Like, same thing with Odell. Like, people get on Odell all the time. Like, Odell really hasn't said shit this year. He's kind of been on his best behavior this year.
I think there's also something to the type of athlete that Baker is the type that needs the chip on his shoulder. Andrew talks about this with, who's Bernard Hopkins? The boxer. He was just much better when he had a chip on his shoulder.
Same thing with
Baker
Jordan.
Mayfield, he wasn't some fucking scrub that nobody thought was good when he walked on at OU. He transferred from Texas Tech. Now, I think he walked on there, but he didn't. He had a falling out with whoever was at Texas Tech, transferred to OU. They said, we can't give you a scholarship. And then he was a badass, so when he walked on and got whatever. But, like, to him, he's had to make it. Nobody fucking believes in me because that's what's pushed him to be successful.
Right.
So how do you... Michael Jordan said this about his competitiveness. You ask God for this gift. Now that you're done playing, what do you do with it?
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield, that's... God gave him this thing where it's like you can fuel yourself with that chip on your shoulder. Now that you're the number one pick in the NFL, what do you do with it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think that's the thing. Some of these guys
I think
is
he's
like...
doing the right thing. Is that?
I don't know if it's what... I think he has to get passes at some point, but it's like, oh, I know this is what got you here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that he's like, let me get back to the motivation. I need motivation.
Yeah.
I don't like being the. Yo, that's a great point because what did he say after their first loss? He was like, everyone's going to write us off, and I hope they write us off because he likes being the underdog. He doesn't like being the front runner. And to be honest, coming into the season,
He was.
with Odell,
They were the sexy
with
hot
Landry,
team. Yeah.
they were the front runners.
And you got to learn
Everybody
how
was
to do
doing
that.
it.
And it's also a guy who grew up, he's short. Like, he probably wasn't told by a ton of people, you have what it takes to be an NFL quarterback.
Yes.
Until he won the Heisman, I didn't even think he had... I was
Me
like, I'd
neither.
love to see it.
Me neither.
But I didn't think he was really going to
What
be
is
good.
his elite skill
Moxie.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a playmaker.
outside of moxie? Like, what is his physical?
I don't know his physical elite skill.
He's
I know
just
he's got a
he's just
good arm. He's
playmaker,
accurate.
man. Yeah.
So he's got an arm. He can throw the
Nothing
ball.
crazy. It's not like a cannon, but he's got a good enough arm. It's not weak. It's live.
Okay.
And he's accurate as far as I know. Now,
like Daniel Jones has a cannon.
That kid, the Duke
Like, he has
kid,
the Duke
with
kid
the
has a
Giants.
cannon.
Patrick Mahomes got a
Patrick Mahomes has
fucking cannon.
a one-of-one fucking cannon.
Yeah.
Like,
Really?
that
It's
shit
that
make-
good?
That
From
shit makes
weird
no
positions.
fucking
He's
sense.
making like 60-yard throws, like sidearm.
Flicks.
It's just nuts what he's doing.
And is that all flexibility? The ability to?
I don't know if it's pliability or what. That's the Brady word, pliability. It's flexibility, but
Yeah.
that's what Brady always talks
That's
about.
basically what the
being pliable.
TB12 method is.
Yeah, it's all
just
about
like just being
pliability.
flexible. Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I think it's a little different than like, and maybe, I don't know, maybe for Odell, being flashy and shit makes him play better or whatever, and like making it about him and his catches. But to me, it doesn't seem like it's made him better. KD, same. Like, bro, you got the championship. You can stop squawking with everybody.
right? But he needs it.
Some people
Maybe he
need
needs
that.
it. Maybe he
Some
does.
people need that,
He
man.
needs it. He needs it. He needs it.
I also remember
And
KD.
he's only doing that more now.
Yeah,
Like, he's on
KD
Twitter
early
all the
on
time
was
now.
great, and KD early on, I don't remember doing this. Now maybe I don't know.
He's
But,
on Twitter all the time now. He's a great Twitter follow. Like,
He's going for it. They're
Great,
going for it. These
yeah.
athletes.
Vincent O'Neill, this is a question y'all can answer better. Dark horse NBA team that could make some noise this season. Last season, the Kings finished 9th. I wouldn't be surprised if they made the playoffs and maybe even won a series. The East wouldn't surprise me if the Raptors made another deep run. It would surprise the fuck out of me. Kawhi leaving isn't as devastating. He doesn't think as people think. But do you guys have a dark horse NBA team?
several. He said the first one, and it's been one of my favorite teams for a long time, Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, he was on
the
them
way
early.
I love the way they're built. I love De'Aaron Fox. I think he's like he's a step away from being like an elite point guard in the league.
Yeah.
East Coast, Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic could quietly be a very good team. Orlando Magic and the Detroit Pistons. I think Blake Griffin's going to have another really good year with that team over there. Derrick Rose is as healthy as he's been. Like, he looks really good. Joe Johnson coming off that Big 3 MVP. He's got a little sauce on him right now.
Yeah,
Like,
he got a deal.
the Pistons,
Interesting.
they look like they look like they could do something. And the Orlando Magic I've liked for a while. I like Aaron Gordon a lot. I'm not crazy about what Markelle Fultz has left in the tank, but if he's anything close to what he was supposed to be, then they'll be all right. But
His new form is so sad.
It
It's
is
really
sad.
sad what happens.
it is sad. And I don't know if the New Orleans Pelicans count, but New Orleans is going to be fun to watch.
New Orleans is gonna be fun to watch.
That's as
Yeah.
deep as my NBA knowledge goes, as I would say New Orleans.
yeah. I think the Nets are gonna be fun to watch even without KD.
Yeah. I mean,
think-
they were fun to watch last year, and Kyrie's, great. So I don't know if he's that much of a step up over D'Lo.
Also, the Warriors.
The Warriors.
Are
I'm
gonna
actually
be-
excited to watch the Warriors with D'Lo. I mean, they're a much
Dog.
smaller. I think they're a much smaller team, but I think they're an interesting team, and I think D'Lo.
In a weird way, I
It's
think
gonna
D'Lo.
cook.
I think, and this might be one of those fucking old takes exposed in like 6 months if it doesn't work out. Mm-hmm. In a weird way, I feel like D'Lo fits that team better than KD does. Like, KD is not saying D'Lo's a better player than KD, but KD's such an amazing overall talent.
KD needs more.
Yes.
KD has more gravity. He needs the ball, give me it on the block. Whereas D'Lo can fit in that kind of flowing offense
Yes,
where nobody's the real
exactly.
star.
Exactly.
There is an now.
When you
KD
watched-
fits every team better than D'Lo.
Yeah.
But I understand what you're saying.
Yes.
If we put the style of play for Golden State as paramount, not the skill level, that maybe D'Lo's skills fit into that style of play, whereas the style of play for Golden State actually molded towards KD's ability because he's that good.
When the Warriors are running, like when they lost KD during that Rocket series and some of the Raptor series, when they just played Warriors ball again,
hooping,
and they were healthy, they were fun to watch. The ball was moving,
They're fun
it was
again.
fun.
They're fun again.
And D'Lo plugged right
unbeatable.
into there.
What did we say? We were when KD first came to Golden State Warriors, we're like, man, this team's boring.
Yeah.
He makes it boring. I cannot wait to see 11th year in the league Steph going for 40 in regular season games. I cannot wait to see D'Lo going for 40, Clay going for 40. Like, we get to see Clay again.
Yeah.
Right back in the All-Star break. There's also an article in the Athletic. It's funny because Cuban just bashed them, and I'm quoting them right now. But he said, like, before I tore my ACL, was the first time in my career I felt like, not for a game, not for a quarter, just I am unstoppable now.
Yeah.
Now I cannot be stopped. This is not a short term, I'm hot. This is, I am unstoppable.
That's what Clay said?
And then he said, and then you tear
And he
your
was going
ACL. And
nuclear
that's,
that game, too.
Dude, you remember how scary, that whole series, even with the fucking badly strained hamstring he was going on. And that game, he was going off. We were all talking about it's just like Game 6 against OKC. He's doing it again.
Clay.
He's
when
doing
is
it
he
again.
back?
All-Star break
They
is
said he
what's
should be
projected.
back. They said he might be back around January, shortly after. They said January, February, maybe. And
It is amazing.
He has a tendency to heal faster
The
too.
transition of severity and lack
ACL
thereof
injury.
of an ACL
It's crazy.
That shit
We don't even think
ruined
about
Penny.
it.
In our lifetime.
It ruined Penny.
And we're not old.
Ruined Grant Hill.
Yeah. No,
Now
Grant Hill was
Grant's
ankle.
Ankle, right.
In
But
our lifetime, we have gone from ACL being a 2-year injury at least,
To a 1 year.
9 months.
It's crazy.
I mean, the new ACL is Achilles,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's like Achilles, you're done.
Yeah.
But ACL, not only are you not done, you're back. And people say some shit like, oh, you're going to be able to work on a shot. Like,
Yeah.
they find positives in an ACL injury.
And it's like certain players like Clay, like you don't see.
Clay wasn't even upset. Did
That's
you
what I'm
see?
saying.
He was
You
like, he was a
don't-
little bummed, but he wasn't like, it's over. He knows it's not over.
Yeah.
He's not a guy that's super reliant on his
Not
athleticism
at all.
More. It's like
Clearly not.
as long as he
tore
can
it
cut,
coming down.
as long as he can cut on that shit,
Yeah.
he's good to go.
And he's excited because he gets to shine again.
Yes.
He knows.
Oh, dude, the beginning of this fucking Warrior season, when there's no Clay and it's just Steph and D'Lo going ham. Wow.
And D'Lo, when he's got a hot, he's like a diet left-handed Steph. I'm
Yes.
talking about just pulling
Diet,
from deep,
but
just
yes.
fucking, just everything off the dribble. Just he's fun to watch when he's got it going.
We'll see what happens.
Chris had a question. This might have answered itself, but why is it so hard for other NFL teams to duplicate the Patriot way? Of course, Belichick's football IQ and Brady's work ethic, but as far as the front office, it shouldn't be that hard. Brady could easily be the highest paid QB, but he always takes a lesser paying contract. Essentially, why can't other teams do what the Patriots do? And I think that's the answer, right?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, the two things are you got Bill Belichick, who's your head coach, and you got Tom Brady, who's always willing to take a pay cut to make sure they go out and protect them. He doesn't need the money.
And it's not anybody's job to take less pay,
Yeah.
but Brady does it and his team wins.
Do coaches take a pay cut for their assistant coaches?
I don't know, but there's not a salary
There's no
cap
salary
on
cap
your,
is
on
the
your
issue.
coach.
And I would love to see one just so we could have this debate because none of them would. But
They should have a coaching salary cap, and we should really see if head coaches are willing to sacrifice for the team.
Be the team player.
As much as they.
Yeah.
You mean you can pay a head coach in all sports any amount of money?
any amount of money.
Whatever they command, you can pay them.
That's absurd.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't hurt the wallet as much as 60 contracts or whatever.
And
You see what I'm
technically
saying?
they're
Like,
I get it, but
technically, they're not the roster. They're technically a front office employee. So you get paid whatever
yes,
you
yes,
want.
yes,
And
yes,
if you're
yes.
in a roster, you
you
gotta.
can pay your accountant whatever you want. You can
Yes.
pay the secretary whatever you want. I see. I think they should be considered part of the
It
roster.
should be. It should be. It'd be fun to watch. It'd be fun to argue. See that happen.
maybe
This last one, and then we've got to run out of here.
Yeah, there's not a lot. Tunji Taylor Lewis asked, "What do you think of the California governor signing the Fair Play Act on LeBron's show?" Did you
I mean,
feel?
it's great PR, great
Yeah.
propaganda.
Yeah, great PR for both.
Yeah, I mean, like he wants obviously to get that vote, so he's doing the things that he needs to do to get reelected, which is smart.
Yeah, I don't like.
You got
these-
LeBron James in your pocket. You're gonna win a re-election in California.
I mean, that's what that was, right?
Yeah.
What that was is, hey, I'm going to come and announce this, and then he's going to call LeBron when it's re-election time and go, hey, LeBron, you want to stump for me? Hey, LeBron, I'd love to come on your show and talk about what I can do for LA again. It's the right thing.
Also, for
Politics.
LeBron, your show is important, that much more important. It's social. It's everything LeBron is about, brand-wise. I don't like these spectacles, but like it's undeniably a smart move for both.
And by the time like that shit passes, Bron James Jr. is going to be one of those main money makers talking about commanding. Like LeBron, of all people, knows how much money he could have commanded as a high school senior. I guarantee you.
When is this law expected to take hold?
2023.
When is LeBron's son ready to go to college?
2022. 24? 2024. By the time he's a high school senior, he will be playing games in the Staples Center, making a ton of money.
I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it. Guys, thank you so much for listening to Flagrant 2. No easy buckets. We appreciate y'all. We hope y'all keep it tight. We will see you Tuesday. It's great to be back. It's great to be back with the boys. It's great to be back talking to you motherfuckers. Yeah. Keep it tight. Nothing gets in there.
Keep it tight.
Keep it tight.
Don't let the media fool you. Keep that shit tight. None of that other bullshit out there.
Gang. Love y'all, man. Be good. Peace.